Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Solano College Sports Network. We have a good one here on tap for you today at Rodriguez High School as we have the Benicia Panthers taking on the Rodriguez Mustangs. I'm Robert Murray. I'll be doing play-by-play duties for you today. On my left, Mason Flores. On my right, Holden Beers. Mason, I'm going to start with you. Tell us a little bit about this Panthers team.
Yeah, this Panthers team did not have a great season last season. They were 5-7 overall, and in conference they were third. That is not a great look. And this year, they want to start off the season strong. Last year, their offense was just weak. If we flat out and honest, they were weak. They were getting outscored 3 times their score. And their rushing attack was really good with Anthony Jordan, number 28. He averaged 5.5 yards a carry and had 1,035 total yards. But we will be seeing how their offense looks in general to start the year.
Yeah, thank you for that, Mason. We'll see if the Panthers offense can show up and they can play some good defense here today. Holden, I'm going to go to you with this Rodriguez Mustangs team. Very successful season for them last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year they went undefeated, but rough start to start the season this year for them, losing their first game of the season against Escalon 35-14, so they already can't match that perfect record they had last year. They got some returning players, but one player I really want to point out is number 4, Trey Saez, their Swiss Army knife last year. He's their starting quarterback this year. Had kind of a rough game last week, but I really want to see how he bounces back in this game against Benicia.
Yeah, Trey Saez, the man who could do everything last year for this Mustangs team, is now the main man in charge of that offense. Well, we're going to go down to the field to get a little bit more info on these two teams with Josh Mahika and Maxime Follin.
Thanks, guys. The last time these two teams faced was dating back September 23 of 2022, 3 seasons ago, when the Mustangs visited the Panthers at Benicia and dominated. Tonight, the Panthers are opening their season on the road with their new head coach, who's also a familiar face here in Solano County. He's also a former Pro Bowl running back who played for the Denver Broncos and a Super Bowl champion. His name is C.J. Anderson, who played 7 seasons in the NFL and previously coached at Rice University. Earlier this year, he was named as football head coach for the Benicia Panthers, as they look forward in escaping Rodriguez with a victory tonight. On the other hand, reporting for Rodriguez Mustangs is Maxine Follin. Maxine?
Thank you, Josh. I'm here at Ed Hopkins Stadium, where the Rodriguez Mustangs are getting ready for their brand new season, but this time with a new coach on the sideline. After 5 successful seasons, the Rodriguez Mustangs will be under new leadership, and leading the team this year will be Jairon Gaosta. Let's hope for a good game between these two teams. Back to you guys.
Thank you guys for that report. And now time for a quick word from our sponsor, James Thomas Media, your one-stop shop for all your video production needs. National anthem just concluded here at Rodriguez High, and boy, am I excited for this one today.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see how Rodriguez opens up this season for us. Yeah, they had a rough game last week against Escalon, but they got a lot more of a favorable matchup here against Benicia.
Yeah, it's just a new start to an era that it's been so consistent the last 5 years for this Rod team, and it's honestly an unfortunate turn of the culture because they just got it on the tracks, and they got to their first home playoff game, first time in since 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
Now they have to go under new management, and a new quarterback, new receivers, new everything. Most of their team last year was all seniors, so we'll have to look how they perform. And Benicia, we have to see how they pick up from last year in terms of defense. Hopefully they got some guys, some fresh bodies, and also we want to see them throw the ball. Last year they ran the ball a lot and they couldn't really score that well. And I think that's what we should be looking for.
Well, it looks like we're going to see Rodriguez on defense to start out this game. Back to return for the Panthers is Thomas Jevenot Sells. He's a senior, 6 foot, 185.
All right, you Mustangs, you know what time it is. It's game time!
On the PA, it is game time, ladies and gentlemen. It is the starting quarterback. Man still doing it all. Trey Saez is going to kick this one off.
Yeah, the energy is picking up right where it left off from last year.
Yeah, the crowd is still full over there on that Rodriguez side, and boom! We are underway here on the Solano College Sports Network. It is fielded, has room up the middle, and is tackled. That is Jevenot Sells on the return.
Let's see how this offense is looking. I think their O-line was really solid last year. The quarterback situation was just questionable, but hopefully with new and improved talent around him, they'll be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, last year, Rodriguez's defense was really a hidden key factor into why they went undefeated. And they've got some returning players on there, including DB Jamani Elliott. So their secondary should be locked down. Let's see if they run a similar scheme to what they ran last year.
They had a lot of sacks last year.
It'll be Nelson under center. He'll take the snap, hand it off to the right side, goes nowhere.
Yeah, and that front seven for Rodriguez has always been legit, especially last season. They were led by Amari Williams-Polamalu. He didn't play the first couple games, but then came in, got 4 sacks in his first game back or something. And he's also a returning player for this Rodriguez defense. Very excited to see how he plays in this first game.
I think the big test this year will be their secondary. I think not having the Missouri brothers out there, I think we will be looking for how they perform without them out there. So that secondary will be missing them.
Indeed, Rodriguez will be missing the tall Missouri brothers, 6'4" and 6'5" respectively.
Crazy.
Yeah, and they got, like I said, Jamani Elliott out there. He played more of a nickel position. Now he's at the outside corner for Rodriguez.
He's a one.
Guarding Marcel Briscoe over there on the left sideline. He'll take the snap, hand it off is Nelson. Flag on the play. Once again, the play goes nowhere. Rodriguez with that stout defense continuing, it looks like, from last season.
Yeah, but they might get Drew Ballard, number 99 for Rodriguez, on a face mask. He didn't tackle him, but he made contact with him and missed. Yeah. But he might have tried to grab the face mask or a horse collar of some kind to make the tackle.
We'll see how far back this sets the Benicia Panthers here on this penalty. Or, excuse me, the Rodriguez Mustangs.
Yeah, they're going to get him for a face mask.
Yeah, it seems like this offense is going to be heavily under-centered.
But what do you guys expect here from Elijah Nelson here today, the starting quarterback for this Panthers team? It says he's a sophomore on this depth chart.
I think they will try and ease him into the game. I think they won't ask him to do very much. I think they'll have him throw a lot of checkdowns, a lot of screens, and even if they ask him to throw it much, I think he'll throw max 15 attempts. But like I said in the intro, it'll come down to the run game. And if they can slow down this Mustangs offense and get this defense tired, that's how you beat the Rodriguez Mustangs. Because last year we saw if you try and outscore them, you're not going to win. If you hold them to a 12, that's how you win. Yeah, there's a flag.
Delay of game here on the Panthers. Moving back 5 yards.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if they run any quarterback runs with Elijah Nelson as well, because you can't fully rely on Anthony Jordan in the run game. Like you said, Mason, he was their best player offensively last year, but Rodriguez knows that. They game plan for that. So you got to scheme something up to kind of counteract what Rodriguez is scheming up for your own offense.
I think a lot of it comes down to how different it looks. You got to make the same things look different and different things look the same. And it's just about different motions and different looks. It looks like the same look every time.
Nelson under center again. Hands it off to Jevenot Sells. He goes up the middle. And this Rodriguez defense once again holding it to a minimum game.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a tough third down for Benicia.
I
It'll
think
be about 3rd and long.
they need to work on that play action a lot more. It could, obviously, this is a great run team, but if you throw it in there a lot, I think you could get someone over the top. And if you have confidence in your quarterback that he can do that, I would call something like that.
And very interesting note, it looks like Anthony Jordan's not getting any carries this first drive. It's all been Juvenant Sells starting this game off for them, number 2. He is also a senior. He did the return on the opening kickoff, so might be giving him more snaps this season.
Looks like Rodriguez looks like some sort of man coverage defensively.
Out of the
expect a blitz.
Out of the shotgun for Benicia. Changing formation. Nelson under pressure, gets out of it, will scramble to the left, makes another man miss. He has a block down the left sideline, and he will get the first down.
Now that is a solid run. I did not know he had that athleticism. Now you have a whole different element to your game. That just opened up the entire playbook for me.
Yeah, and I'm glad just to see from a play calling standpoint, they go for a pass on 3rd and long. We saw a lot of teams last year that played Rodriguez. If they get stuck in that 3rd and long situation when they're a running team, they still run the ball. But Benicia, not afraid to drop back right there. And even though it didn't end up being a pass at the end of the play, Nelson showing off his legs, gets that first down.
It's still unbelievable that we didn't see a single loss from this Rodriguez team.
Ball will be on the 50 after that brilliant scramble by Nelson. Looks like they'll be going back under center. And we do see Anthony Jordan into the game in the backfield. Nelson takes a snap, fakes the handoff, will roll out right.
Nice.
He's under pressure, looking downfield, gets the throw off, and it's batted away.
Nearly picked off by Andre Williams, another returning player in this secondary for Rodriguez.
That's a small window. That's a tight window to throw into. I like the play call. I like I said earlier, the play action and roll out. That's a play action boot where you want to be looking at the flat that you have. But I really do like that play call. It's just that's a risk you're willing to take if you're a quarterback. So I think you got to come down with that if you're Rodriguez.
And if you're Nelson, you don't want to force that. He had plenty of room to run as well in front of him. Use your legs.
Yeah, that's the point of a play action boot, to get him out running.
Well, Jaden Jones was chasing him down on that play. Could have taken a better angle maybe to get the sack, but it'll force a 2nd and 10 on the 50-yard line for the Panthers. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Fakes the handoff as Nelson makes one man miss. He'll scramble up the middle, and he'll be tackled. And a flag comes out on the play.
I think that's a late hit.
Yeah.
That might be unnecessary roughness.
Looks like Nelson was trying to go into a slide, potential horse collar tackle even, as they got him up high.
Maybe, yeah.
And that was a good play call defensively by Rodriguez. They went with a mug blitz up the middle.
Yeah.
Got good pressure, just got to get the tackle. Multiple missed tackles so far by this Rodriguez defense. Nelson's making a miss.
I'm very surprised by this Benicia's strategy with they're going a very light set, meaning not much tight end play. There's only 5 linemen blocking. I do like it. It's a very spread offense, having 3 wide receivers out there.
And Holden, as a former quarterback yourself, Nelson under a lot of pressure early on in this game. How do you get everyone to settle down and make clean blocks for you in the pocket?
You just gotta stay calm in the huddle. When you're giving out the play, you can't seem shaky. You can't seem like you have. You'll have adrenaline, but you can't show that to your offensive lineman. And you gotta stay calm in the pocket as well.
He's dealing with the pressure very well.
Nelson gives the handoff to Jordan. He'll get up the middle, and it's a gain of 9 down to the 30-yard line.
Be curious to see if they go with a play action right here. 2nd and short, that's a common play call. Try to get a deep pass down the field.
I would, yeah, you have 2 downs, maybe 3 downs. This is 4 down territory. So I think, yeah, I agree. You pass in one of these plays.
Well, 7:20 left here to play in the first quarter. And the Panthers, it looks like their drive was going to stall out, but then a big scramble by Nelson has prolonged this drive here.
Very huge. I like that they're using his legs and his athleticism.
Nelson under center. 2 receivers to his left. He'll give the handoff to Jordan. He'll get the first down and more.
I like that. I like that play call. I would, if I was a coach, I would run some play action right there, but you can always just get the first down with your solid running attack that you've had last year, carrying it over into this year.
And this O-line is blocking very well for the run so far. It looked a little shaky when they were short of the sticks earlier in this drive, but now it seems like they're getting acclimated and getting warmed up.
Well, and Jordan showing why he was the team leader in yards last year total. He just knows how to find the hole. 6:30 left to play here in the first quarter. Rodriguez looking to make a stop here as the Panthers are approaching enemy territory.
Play action.
Play action pass, he's going deep, and it is caught! Touchdown Panthers!
That's a great play call. Play action pass from Benicia, and you just chuck it down. Double verticals on the left side from your slot and your outside receiver. Let your receiver make a play. Diari Clark scoring it there for Benicia, and a beautiful ball as well from Nelson.
Now that's just an amazing throw, an amazing catch. And I like the little push off a little bit. Not enough to call a flag, but amazing, amazing ball tracking. And that's just a skill that you have to have as a wide receiver.
And in coverage was number 7, Dylan Shelton. Just didn't get his head turned around. The ball was floating in the air for a decent amount of time as well. Just got to turn your head around if you're the DB right there.
And that O-line blocked very well. That play action worked a lot.
And we might have it on sportsmanlike on Clark for the celebration in the end zone. The refs are talking this one over. But, I mean, wobbly pass, but Clark, what concentration to bring it in the end zone.
And that was 12 personnel that they came out of. They had a heavier set with 2 tight ends to block.
That's just a great play call.
I like this coaching staff for Benicia. I like it.
Well, and for the Rodriguez Mustangs, a rare sight for them all of last year, being down in games.
Yeah, I mean, they started out the year in their first game. We had a broadcast for it, ended up winning 54-0. And obviously that team last year was so dominant they ended up going undefeated.
They just kept scoring. It felt like it was just the same play every time. Like it was just throw it up to one of the Missouri brothers. And
well, I mean, if I had Dylan Burke and the Missouri brothers on my team, I might be calling that play all the time too.
But now the team is different, and you gotta adjust if you're Rodriguez.
It's hard. I think
adaptability is a big thing in football.
It's definitely a culture shock. You have to get acclimated to it. You need to lock in. I think last week should have been a reality check because, especially for a lot of the new guys coming in, you got to have those expectations on your mind that, oh, I need to play well so we can have our fans as excited as they were last year and get to the playoffs again. You don't want to disappoint them. You don't want to disappoint yourself. And you need to set the tone. As a coach, as my former coach, Coach G, you got to set that tone. Make them take accountability. And I really do like this Benicia coaching staff too. You know, CJ Anderson, no wonder their running back is performing well every week. Yeah, that guy is a Pro Bowl running back.
Super Bowl champion as well with the Denver Broncos.
So he should be able to know how to scheme that up. So really good.
He's schemed it up well. He's gone to either play action or under center, multiple play action passes, downfield running with their offensive lineman running a good zone scheme as well. It's a great start for Benicia.
I want to see how they play on defense. That's where they struggled a lot.
And when Mason Flores says Coach G, he's referring to Jairon Gaosta over there on the Rodriguez sideline, head coach for this Mustangs team. Looks like we'll have a point after attempt finally after the officials talked it over.
He coached freshman basketball too at my high school. We'll see what.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. We were terrible.
The point after try is good. 7-0 lead here halfway through the first quarter. And this Panthers team, after the big penalty by Rodriguez, they took advantage of it quite well, Holden.
Yeah, multiple big penalties. Not only the face mask, but also the late hit on the slide from Elijah Nelson. That was a problem that Rodriguez had last year in the very few little mishaps they had during their undefeated season. Penalties were a big issue for them, even in games that they ended up winning by multiple touchdowns.
Yeah.
So you really got to focus on that if you're Coach G.
And that's what brought our last time we broadcasted Rodriguez, that's what brought Chavez back in the game, in the playoff game. There was a lot of penalties. Their defense was taking their foot off the gas. And offensively, let's see how they look with their new and improved offense. Hopefully improved. It looked like last week they were kind of stale. And last year, their passing attack was very potent. This year, I think they should lean more on the run and more on the athleticism of your quarterback, Trey Saez.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing, Mason. They've got the athleticism of Trey Saez and returning running back number 24, Jordan Woods. Had a solid game last week, averaged almost 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
But since they're down so much, I think they had to throw the ball more. Saez ended up going 5 for 14 in completion. So I think they're going to want to run the ball a lot more this year.
Yeah, and you cannot get panicked as a coach in terms of the play calling. And in terms of a player, even if you're down right now, they weren't down much last year, so they need to know how to come through with adversity and still run the ball, still go through your game plan, because usually when you're going into it, you have your first 5 ready, your first 5 plays in your first series. So
it looks like the penalty was being enforced on the kickoff for this Panthers team.
This could actually help out Rodriguez a lot, get good field position for their first drive. Benicia did also use up a good amount of the clock here in the first quarter
and
on that first drive.
On Max Preps, it says the kicker is Max Pasama, wearing a different number, so maybe we need to get those rosters in right, but he has a good kickoff here. It's fielded at the 18-yard line. And it's all the way up to the 35.
and
That's where the Mustangs will take over.
I must say, this crowd is very loud on both sides. I like that a lot. Not a lot of times we got a lot of noise from the opposing team's crowd, but we saw it in the last broadcast and we saw it in this one. It's a lot of noise over here.
Well, you got to give the Panthers crowd some credit. A 20-minute drive south from where we are here in Cordelia, California. And some of them may have had to cross the bridge even. That's a hefty toll you have to pay, $8. I would know a thing or two about that. First play we see on this Mustang season on the Solana College Sports Network is a loss of 1.
Another huge part of Rodriguez's success was their O-line. So they got basically a brand new O-line, and we need to see how they react. I mean, that play, going for negative yards, you need to be able to protect your runners, your ball carriers, and your quarterbacks. So
yeah, the right side of their line just completely collapsed. Nathan Bedeau for Benicia just disrupted it, along with number 57.
It's a 5-man front for this Benicia team. It looks like they blitz a lot.
Out of the gun is Trey Saez. He looks left, and it's batted away. Great hands there.
I think what Benicia's game plan is to force them to throw the ball down the field. They have a lot of men in the box. I think it was 8 or 7 in the box. They were blitzing, and play calling wise, you got to have quick shots. They tried to go for a quick out or a screen pass, and it was just smart football from number 66 on Benicia.
Well, big third down early here for the Mustangs. A chance to regain momentum after the Panthers went down and drove for a touchdown. Trey Saez motions a man over to the right. He'll take the snap. Pressure. He'll scramble to the left. Fakes the pass. Down the left sideline goes Saez, and he'll pick up a first down.
Great job there by Saez, stepping up in the pocket, staying calm, looking downfield, and realizing he's got no one to throw to. He's got to go for a run. But he also faked the pass even after he was past line of scrimmage, fakes out the defender, and gets the first down. Great job there by Saez.
That is something that he has improved on. And I think he wasn't able last year to look down the field as he's scrambling. And that time we just saw it. And that's a huge improvement as a quarterback, especially as a mobile quarterback.
Trey Saez hands this one off, bounces it outside. Minimum game as this Panthers squad surrounds him.
I really like the energy from this Benicia squad.
Another penalty coming up.
I think they're going to get number 8, Benjamin Oliveira, with some sort of taunting call after he tackled Jordan Woods.
I feel like the refs are a little tight on those calls. I think because of the start of the season.
Start of the season, yeah. They want to make sure the players know what the expectations are for the season, keep them tight-knit or disciplined.
Well, they're going to expect a lot of Jordan Woods here this season, the junior running back for them. As Trey Sias, we know, taking over for Dylan Burke, who graduated high school last year.
Yeah, and Sias got a bulk of the carries offensively in the run game. It was him and Keelan Highball.
There we go.
He was another running back for Rodriguez last year. But Jordan Woods came in towards the end of the season, got a few touches, and he looked good.
Yeah.
So I think that's what earned him the starting spot this year.
He was the power back for sure.
I like that memory recall right there, Holden.
Yeah, that was good.
We all remember Highball and his electric games.
Yeah, he was the elusive back last year for them. You need that combo for sure. You need to look for that 2 running back combo. And Trey Sias. Swiss Army knife.
We got Trey Sias out of the gun. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. He'll scramble right. Throw just a tad high, incomplete.
That's a classic rollout where you're sliding the whole line to the right and you're rolling out to the right. Yeah. Usually you want that quick pass. You could either run it. That's why they call that play. So you have the option to run it and to throw the ball to the outside. And that time, you just have to be a little more touch on the ball.
Yeah.
You can't throw it too hard. That's what he did right there.
He had Kartik Joshi, the junior receiver, out there on a 10-yard out route. Just threw it over his head. You got to put it on him if you're Trey Sias.
If you're going to throw it hard, you got to put it at his chest.
Especially since Joshi is only 5'6". Hands it off to Woods. We'll have a decent gain to the left side.
That was a great block by Willie Anderson. I believe he was playing left guard. He sealed that inside zone really well for Woods to have a hole on that left side. But they still got 3rd down coming up.
Yeah.
Big 3rd down here for the Rodriguez Mustangs. Can Trey Sias do it again here?
I think I would go for it after this, but you have to get yards on this play to go for it.
Think it's 4 down territory?
Yeah.
I think they run it here.
Yep.
It'll be a quarterback keeper with Trey Sias. He'll pick up the 1st down and more.
Touchdown.
And he's in for the touchdown. Trey Sias with the 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And just like that, we could have a tie game with the point after attempt coming.
It's a great play call there from Rodriguez. 3rd and 3, you know it's 4 down territory. Just run the ball, try and get a 1st down. You get perfect blocking on that left side of the line.
Yeah.
Easy touchdown for Trey
QB
Sias.
power, that's classic QB power right there. Just run right to the outside gap. That's good ball carrier vision too.
And that's a great response as well from Rodriguez after giving up 7 points defensively.
Well, and after running in his own touchdown, he's going to kick his own extra point after.
They didn't kick much last year.
Trey Sias, well, they did go with that toss a lot last year.
Yeah.
As the play is blown dead.
I like that their strategy last year was to go for it for 2 every time, but this doesn't bother me.
They ran that I formation package under center. I thought it was a really good design.
I think it's because of the change of culture, the change of scheme with the new coach.
It looks like they got false start.
Yeah, I would go for it.
Yeah, Coach King was a very aggressive coach last season for this Mustangs team. Coach G, maybe a little bit more relaxed, more conservative with the football.
Yeah. I think that's his personality too. He was way more laid back than Coach King.
The point after attempt is up, and it is good. Tie game here with 4:12 to go in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, that's the Swiss Army knife right there, just doing everything. He's their Taysom Hill, for sure.
I mean, Trey Sias showing that he can indeed scramble the football when need be. Holden, would you like to see him utilize the pass game a little bit better?
Yeah, I mean, I think he did a great job running the ball on that drive, but I'd like to see more of him passing the ball. He missed that throw to number 6, Joshi, and it looks like he's got a lot smaller receivers this year.
Yeah.
We were used to seeing those 6'4" Missouri brothers last year.
Yeah.
Now he's got 5'6" he's listed. Kartik Joshi in the slot right there running an out route. He ran a good route. He was open. Just got to hit him if you're Sias.
Yeah.
And that's about building chemistry with your receivers if you're Sias.
It looks like they only have one receiver that's 6 foot and
That
above.
would be Jermaine Elliott, the DB wide receiver, senior, 6 foot 180. Pretty exciting start here, though, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's a great start from both teams. And defensively, you're going to have to change up your scheme a little bit,
Yeah.
as Rodriguez did score. relatively fast compared to Benicia, only scoring 2 minutes on that drive.
I would blitz a lot more if I was Rodriguez. Put some more pressure
Try
on
to get
him.
Nelson under a little bit more pressure.
They got to him a few times. It's just Nelson, his athleticism was off the charts.
He was making quite a few people miss. As Trey Saez will kick this one away. And it is on the ground still. And Rodriguez has the football. Inexcusable return team right there for the Panthers.
Wow.
Yeah, Marcel Briscoe was there to return it, and it just bounced in front of him. Took a weird bounce. He didn't know when to pick it up, and it was just too late as a Rodriguez defender goes and gets it.
When it comes to that, when it's that close of a play, you have to just dive on it. When it's that close and there's guys right there, just dive on it.
Well,
and in the first place, you need to be able to track that ball down.
Well, it looked like the Panthers had a few men diving on the ground for it. Just the speed of this Mustangs kickoff team just was able to get down there and get the ball.
That could be a huge momentum shifter.
Now short field coming for the Mustangs as they're already inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 18. Trey Saez back out there. He'll take the snap, hand it off. It'll be Woods for a decent gain, maybe about 4 yards.
Yeah, he should have got less. I mean, that whole left side of the line collapsed for Rodriguez, but great vision there from Woods seeing that and avoiding it.
That just gets me fired up every time I see a running back be able to see the open hole and just bursting through.
I think that was one of his key attributes last year when we saw his few touches towards the end of the season. He had good vision on that inside zone.
I think
and he's a power back as well, so he's got that muscle.
He reminded us, was it him or the opposing team's running back, of Le'Veon Bell? I think we made that connection for one of the running backs that we saw.
Yeah, I believe we did. But, yeah, Woods does have a lot of patience, similar to what Le'Veon Bell set that standard for running backs in this new age.
Yeah.
Patient, set up your blockers, find the hole.
Yes.
It's a good play if you're a running back.
Yeah.
It was a gain of 6 by Woods on the previous play. Out of the gun again, Trey Saez will look left, throw, and it is caught over there on the sideline. Looks to be incomplete.
Yeah, he was just out of bounds. You got to be a little faster on that throw. It's a quick 5-yard out. So Trey Saez, if you got to take the snap, just look. If it's there, throw it. You can't really take a drop back on that.
His drop back is 3 or 4 steps. That's just too long. It needs to be. It's a hike and then you throw it immediately. Your first read is open. You throw it now.
Same formation. This time it'll be a handoff to Woods, and this Panthers team is all over it.
Great job right there. They did a little blitz on that C gap.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, this Rodriguez line looks like it's getting torn up.
It's 4th down coming for the Mustangs. Looks like
teams.
Yeah,
we're going to go to the special teams unit.
And they were just on the field. So their offensive line is going to be a little tired after running a full drive and scoring.
I would have went for it. Oh, I think they are. They are.
It's a bigger package here, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout by the Panthers.
Yeah,
Coach.
It's a good timeout.
I like that.
Coach Anderson was jumping up and down that sideline for a timeout.
Yeah, I mean when they come out, they're normally running a spread 4 wide receiver offense, and all of a sudden they come out in an I formation with a fullback. You got to be prepared defensively for that. You're not going to be able to set up for that with the right personnel.
So you think that Rodriguez goes with the same formation?
I believe you do.
I think you do. I think you see what Benicia schemes for it pre-snap, and just run something else in that formation.
Yeah.
But keep that formation. Just run a different play.
Yeah, it's definitely a heavier. I think that's.
They love
13 personnel, 14 personnel.
Yeah, they loved the crack toss to the outside last year in this formation. We'll see if they go for it here or just like a halfback dive
or 4th and 2 now.
Yeah, we do have a fullback into the game still for this Mustangs team.
Yeah, they've got D linemen in there at tight end.
Yeah. Just more blocking, more bodies.
Saez takes the snap, almost bobbles it. He'll hand it off. It's directly up the middle. No whistle yet.
He fumbled the ball.
Ball is on the ground waiting for a signal. It is Panthers football.
Wow.
I mean, that's not that big of a loss, really, for Rodriguez. It may be a turnover on the stat sheet. They did get the first down, and he ends up fumbling it. But even if you didn't get the first down, you're still turning the ball
That's
over.
unfortunate, but
You could have points on the board, though, if you're the Mustangs.
did
You
he
could
get
have had-
stripped or did the ball just get poked out?
I think it just got punched out by one of the linebackers as he was trying to drive.
Holden was the one who pointed it out. He saw the pile, and he saw the ball at the bottom of it. Great eye there, Holden.
That's huge. That's a huge
Yeah,
stop
but-
for Benicia.
Yeah, but now Benicia's inside their own 10.
Well, that's where it would have been if they didn't fumble, if they didn't allow Rodriguez to recover. So basically
Panthers
back
on
to where
their
it was.
own 7, 1st and 10. Nelson under center.
There's a blitz. Oh, he jumped off. Oops.
No whistle. Knows where the pressure's coming from. False start on the Panthers.
That's going to be huge.
Nelson
The-
had the hard count
The
going.
thing with that is Benicia should have hiked the ball as soon as the D-line jumped off sides.
Yeah.
He saw that he jumped off sides, and he still didn't snap the ball.
Yeah, you could easily get him for encroachment or neutral zone
now
infraction.
you're losing 5 yards because you didn't snap the ball.
That's what we see from Aaron Rodgers in the NFL quite a bit. Gets defenders to jump off, and you have a free play, essentially.
That's on the quarterback, or that might be on the center because
I think it's a little bit of both there.
as soon as you see the guy jump off sides, you snap the ball, and then you got a free play. You're not supposed to, even if your count is on 4 or 3, if you get them on 2, go.
And now if you're Rodriguez, do you go with a heavy blitz, try and get them to
I
lose
would.
yardage and get the safety?
I would put there's a lot of bodies in the box right now. I think
It's
there's
a
8.
1st and 15. We have one wide
That's
receiver
10 in
out
the
to the
box.
left.
They've got 10 in the box right now.
It'll be a handoff.
Falls forward.
Looks to be a minimum gain.
I mean, that's just good blocking. You don't want to lose yardage right there because then you're getting even close to that goal line.
Yeah, that's
It's going to be tough on a 3rd down when you might have to pass. Got to hold up if you're this offensive line.
it's a lot of cover 0 being run by Rodriguez right now.
And if you're this Mustangs team, you got to take advantage of the short field you just gave up to the Panthers. I know you did turn it over on downs, even though it was a turnover. Fumble happened. Would have been a turnover on downs either way, it looked like. But you got to take advantage here.
And it's
Would you like to
second and
see
12.
some pressure here, Mason, from this Mustangs team?
I would run a zone right here, but I think they're running man.
It'd be risky to run play action, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind it, to be honest, if
Yeah.
I was Benicia.
Got a motion to the left. Nelson will hand it off to the left side.
Oh, nice job.
tackle.
Good tackle there from the Mustangs.
Jermaine Elliott with the tackle. That was an amazing pursuit right there. Great angle.
Yep.
He contained the outside. Perfect defense right
Yeah,
there.
he got off the block as well from the receiver that was blocking him. Secured the edge, and a great tackle as well.
And it looked like Anthony Jordan had good momentum going there on the left side. And what a tackle there from...
And now it's a 3rd and long on the 6-yard line.
I think they're just tossing this drive away. They're just going to run the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
run
be
the ball
surprised.
or a little screen maybe
Yeah.
if they've got that. But that's honestly really risky because it could just turn into a pick 6.
Yeah.
3rd and 11, less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Panthers haven't been able to move the ball this drive. Nelson in the pistol.
Oh, wow.
He'll take the snap. He'll roll left under a lot of pressure. Going up the left sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds. Not close enough for a 1st down. It will be 4th down coming for this Panther squad.
Yeah. That's just, I think I like that risky play call right there. They just, Rodriguez got through immediately.
And it's almost guaranteed special teams coming out for the Panthers.
First quarter almost coming to an end. 35 seconds left. This could be good field position for Rodriguez.
Yeah, especially if you get a decent return here.
Looks
Darian
like
Charles.
Darian Charles will be back to receive the punt.
Looks like the coaches told him to scoot up a little bit. He was
And
up
I
that
would
mid-yard
try and
line.
put a lot of pressure on the punter as well if I'm Rodriguez. Try and block it. Covered in the end zone. It's a rare play, but it can happen.
Looks like
Okay, now
Charles
he's
is
going
backing
back.
up a little bit
Yep.
more, give himself some room.
He's got time. Oh,
Punt is down the left sideline, out of bounds right away. No chance for Charles to even return it. And it will be short field once again for the Mustangs.
I think there was pressure in his face, and the wind kind of took it away from over here.
Well, as we know, very strong winds here in Cordelia, California.
Yeah. And this is the thing that Rodriguez also took advantage of a lot last season. They would always have good field position because their defense played so well for them.
Yeah.
Their offense had it easy when it came to field position. They started drives at least the 50 or closer at least once a game.
I mean, Dylan Burke last season, he would have a lot of touchdowns in the game, but not as many yards, and that was why, because the defense was so stout. David Sisko in the backfield for Rodriguez. As Trey Saez will give it off to jet sweep, and it is a nowhere game for the Panthers squad, but there is a flag on the play.
That was a great pursuit by Juvenile Sells, coming from, I think, the linebacker position. Just chased Joshy down.
It seems
I like that play call, too. I thought he was going to get open space, but no, that was just great contain right there. I don't know what the flag is.
I'm going to say, Holden, I think Joshy is taking on that Samuel Hall role as last year. They would use him in that jet motion quite a bit, if you remember.
And he was a solid receiver as well down to the field, but he was mainly using that jet sweep or screen action. Definitely looks similar to what Joshy's running this year.
The flag will be on this Panthers squad.
It definitely
it's another
seems like
face mask penalty.
There's a lot of heavier formations for this Rodriguez squad. It just shows you how different this squad is from last year.
And you can hear the Rodriguez Mustangs crowd getting excited as they are approaching the red zone.
10 seconds left in the quarter.
We got 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Saez will hand it off to Charles. Looks like about a gain of a couple. And that will do it for the first quarter. Good game going, 7-7. And what can you say about this game so far, Mason Flores?
I think I like the pace of it. I mean, it really just comes down to the 2 scores and the 2 turnovers. Everything in between with that was kind of just 3 and outs, punting, and we'll see how this second quarter goes for each team. I think it will come down to this second quarter to who takes control of this game.
And we will say goodbye to Holden Beers, no longer going to be doing the rest of this game with us. We know Holden was here 2 years before us doing internships now for Greg Poff.
Shout out to Holden. Shout out to Holden. Who we got now?
We got Mr. Ryan Irwin here, the Giants fan himself.
What's up, guys? I'm chilling. It's cold.
We're not going to be talking Giants or Niners here during
SF Giants
this game.
Central in the building. SF Giants Central in the
We're
building.
focusing on some football. Ryan, what have you seen during this game so far?
Well, I mean, it's a good game. It's low scoring. Defense on both sides has been really good. Elijah Nelson, I mean, he can run. That dude, he gets out in the open field, and he's a speedster.
Yeah, Nelson, if you give him that opportunity to run, he takes off with it quite a bit. But now, what have you seen from Trey Saez that you like so far, Mason?
I think Trey's been a little shaky with how he's been quarterbacking. I kind of expected this last year when he had to start and this year because, you know, I'll use Taysom Hill as an example.
Saez takes a snap, will pitch it off to Charles. Charles with a gain of 5.
He's speedy. But as I was saying, the Taysom Hill example, Taysom Hill wasn't a great quarterback. He was a great football player, which is what Trey Saez is. But Trey, he's been asked to do some easy passes. It's been quick outs, speed outs, rollouts. And when it comes to those passes, you got to be so decisive and quick. You cannot hold on to the ball too long and make inaccurate passes. Those short gains are very important and precise to a drive. And I think that's really what he has to improve on so far. I really did like the first scramble that he had where he was looking down the field, looking to throw it. But, I mean, obviously his legs are his best attribute. So I think I need to see more from him as a quarterback.
We do have a game clock issue going on to start this second quarter. Will be third down coming up shortly. And going back to Trey Saez once again, We know Dylan Burke, his junior year, didn't play so well at quarterback for this Mustangs team, but his senior year last year, Dylan Burke, was amazing. You think they're going to go with more of that developmental route here again for Trey Sias?
Well, it'll determine by this coaching staff. See, the coaching staff for Dylan was the same his whole high school career. But Trey, I mean, he has to change it right now, and he's got this year and next year, so we'll see.
Trey Sias, quarterback keeper, will push it to the left side. Looks to be about a gain of a few. And you can hear this Panthers side getting loud, Ryan.
That's, yeah, and that's what I've been talking about with the defense today. Both defensive lines, they've shut down the run. I mean, Elijah Nelson, he's had a couple breakout runs, but I mean, other than that, the defense on both sides has been really good, and that's why it's only 7-7 right now.
Yeah, dominant defenses so far. Only one touchdown given up either side. One passing, one rushing. Nelson with the deep bomb in the first quarter. Trey Sias with the rushing touchdown on the quarterback keeper. It looks like we are going to have a field goal attempt here. Looks to be about a 27-yard attempt, and it is good.
Yeah.
3 points on the board here for the Mustangs. They take a 10-7 lead a minute into the second quarter.
I thought that was going to hook right a little for a second. I thought he was going to doink it.
A Bears fan would know a thing or two about a doink. Sorry, I had to mention it.
That's. I don't think you should have said that to him.
It's okay. He'll be back with us shortly.
Going back to what I was saying about Elijah Nelson, and we talk about the touchdown and the rushing. I mean, that is such a lethal weapon to have if you're a football team, because having a quarterback that can run and can throw, I mean, that's like a Jalen Hurts right there.
That's the new age requirement for being a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's nowadays it's really no stationary quarterbacks. You're not going to see a lot of Peyton Mannings or a lot of he rolled out a little
Brady's
bit, or Tom Brady's. Like because of the D lines getting so much more athletic and rushing the quarterbacks and the stunts that you see on the D line, you're going to see a lot more unique play calling because you have that element to your game. And I think that's really what it comes down to. So for both these teams,
we've seen a lot of these NFL teams with athletic D lines. You know, the Packers bolstered up theirs with Micah Parsons in a trade. Had to sting you once again, Mason. I'm also stung by that one, though. I'm a Vikings fan.
And he's wearing number 1, which is pretty cool.
But back to more high school football here on the Solano College Sports Network. Trey Sias here to kick it off. It's a good kick down the middle. It'll be Juvenet Sells letting it go back into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I don't think you want to try and field that one, bro.
And it seems like Sells is the return man on this Panthers team, the more of explosive player. You think we'll see him break one later on in this game?
Maybe. I think
if he gets an opportunity to do
the
so.
Rodriguez special team was really solid last year outside of that first play kick return by Vanden last year, which was insane.
Indeed, we did see a kickoff for a touchdown to start the game versus Vanden last year, but they're a pretty sound unit on that special teams side. As we saw earlier, they recovered a fumble, got some short field, didn't do anything with it at the time, but that still gives you a lot of momentum.
Yeah. Big hits today, big hits on both sides.
Benicia needs to run the ball with more efficiency with their star player.
Ball comes out to the 20-yard line on the touchback that bounces through. Nelson under center. He's got trips to the right.
They're running a bunch formation.
He'll toss it to Anthony Jordan for a gain of 5.
That was a really good cut inside of the block because he knew if he tried to cut that outside that the wide receiver did not have leverage to block that corner. So he cut inside of the block so he could allow his receiver to block for him. He got extra yardage, and that's just a beautiful football right there.
It's beautiful football. If you can run the ball, you'll be able to dominate most football games because it wears down the defense as a whole, and then it opens up for a lot of passing. Elijah Nelson, he's got an arm, so.
2nd and 5 here to go on Benicia's own 25-yard line.
Another bunch formation to the right.
Nelson will fake the handoff, roll left, looking downfield, avoiding the pressure, and he is sacked. by number
9. Is that
number 9. He's not
He's
listed on the depth chart
roster.
here.
That's an awesome tackle, though. That's an awesome pursuit.
Whatever your name is, young man.
Yeah,
Number 9.
you,
Let's see.
you are a beast. He's tall, too. He's a taller guy. The pursuit, he just outran the quarterback. I mean, that was just flat-out athleticism. And that's what I was talking about earlier with the athletes that we see on the D-line and the athletes that we see rushing the quarterback. You see Micah Parsons, for example, is not a thickly built guy. These are lean guys who are fast, who are running like 4.4s, 4.5s. That's what you want as your D-line and your DNs, to be able to speed rush. And that's what we just saw right there.
You got to have a lot of athleticism to be able to chase down an athletic quarterback in Nelson himself.
I like that element of their game, though.
Having good linebackers really helps you. And being able to chase down the quarterback, especially an athletic quarterback like Elijah, it's not easy to catch up to quarterbacks like that. Because usually when they get outside, on the outside especially, and they have that hole.
I think Elijah, he just needs to get that ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
You held the ball too long. I know you're trying to make a heroic play, but when you see that the guy's tracking you down, throw it away.
Got to be a little bit smarter there. Nelson will
he's
fake the
got all
handoff.
day.
He's looking deep, avoiding the pressure once again, and he is sacked for the second play in a row by Drew Ballard.
You have to get the ball out. You just had – he held the ball for 4 seconds. You have to get the ball out of your hands. You had so much time. I know guys aren't open. If no one's open, if your first 3 reads are not open, you need to start to improvise or throw the ball away.
But that's also the throwing with anticipation. You got to anticipate some guys will get open downfield.
That's just trusting the routes and trusting the play call. But if no one is truly open, that's good coverage by Rod.
It is now 2nd and 18 for this Panthers team. Interesting.
Another blitz formation for the Rod. It looks like they run a 4-4.
Nelson just straight drops, throws it down the right sideline, and it is overthrown.
He overthrew him there. He had him open.
He had Briscoe running down the right sideline, the junior, 6'2", 165.
I would have liked to see him put a little more touch on the ball.
Well, the wind could also be blowing the ball down this right sideline, but you also, when you're warming up, you got to
adjust to that.
Adjust to that. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. You got to be able to play through the elements.
It's cold, it's windy, but like you were saying, you got to be able to adapt.
That's a tough throw to make. I'm not going to act like it's not, but I think he can make that throw. We saw it over here.
Anytime you make throws towards the sideline like that, it's not an easy play.
I think in those situations, you definitely, it's either your guy or nobody, so that was a good case scenario.
We have a timeout taken by the Panthers. We'll see what C.J. Anderson wants to do with his squad.
On 3rd and 18, I wonder if they're going to go for the deep ball again, but I mean,
I think they'll go for something short or a run. I think their deep ball just came. We just saw it. I don't think they will take another chance down the field.
Yeah, I think
unless it's wide open.
I think your shot came there on that 2nd down play. 3rd and 18, you might want to be a little bit more modest. That's what we see teams usually do here. But Rodriguez looking good so far here. I know they're 0-1. Not the start to the season they wanted, but maybe that wake-up call is finally hitting for them on that coaching change.
All it is just staying in the race. Stay in the race for the conference and try and get to the playoffs. It's early in the season, and this isn't even conference play. So,
well, when we get to conference play in the Monticello Empire League, it will be exciting.
It will be exciting. The first conference game is against the Vanden Vikings at Vanden. The rematch that was one of the best games we had all year, and that's truly a test for every team in that conference every year.
Nelson will fake the handoff, throws it to the right side in Briscoe. He'll go down the right sideline, makes a man miss.
Wow.
He's still chugging. Ooh. Finally blown dead is the play.
You got to go for it.
He made that one close.
It could have been a face mask right there.
You have to go for it. That was an amazing play call, a screen play, and by the wide receiver. Who was that?
Briscoe.
Risco?
Yep.
That was amazing ball carrier vision. He had a lot of speed. He did not overuse it, though. You see how he was patient behind the blockers. He was going to try and cut just straight up field and try and run through somebody, but he knows that he's a faster guy and just try and outrun everybody. That was amazing ball carrying, and I think that's why they're going to go for it right now.
And everyone's wishes is their command. 4th and 2, 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. 10 Rodriguez, 7 Benicia.
If you can run a good screenplay, I mean, if you stay behind your blockers, it can do wonders for a team.
Nelson under center. Looks like Jordan in the backfield. Briscoe in motion to the right side, and they're throwing it. Nelson under a lot of pressure, and he is sacked for a turnover on downs. You got to get rid of that one if you're Nelson.
I'm not going to keep beeping the same horn, but you have to get the ball out. I mean, that's just simple, plain and simple. Even if it's an incompletion, you'd much rather have that than a sack. You just got to get the ball out.
Benicia's O-line on that drive was not particularly the best. But you're right. If you're Elijah Nelson, you have to be able to make up your mind right away. You can't wait for plays to develop because especially if they blitz or they send an extra defender, you're going to have to make up your decision quickly.
And that's a huge play for Rodriguez, a huge shift, because you can make this a 2-score game.
And we could see Rodriguez once again with the short field as Saez will be in the shotgun. That's the formation they run usually. Bad snap. Keeps it under control. Saez under a lot of pressure will scramble out to the left, and he is sacked for a loss of 1 on the play.
That was a great pursuit. That play was kind of cooked from the beginning.
Looks like number 66, Brandon Faridas, got there on the play.
It's a bad snap, and it took, and you see that little singular millisecond just ruined the entire play. I mean, it slows it down. It gave the defenders extra time to shed the blocks, and they got to him.
Yeah. Kind of like with any sport, it's the little things. A bad snap, it adds extra seconds. You got to try to make something happen out of nothing, and the defense is just right there to get the stop.
2nd and 11. It's a fumble. Looks like Rodriguez was back on top of it.
That's just mistakes you cannot have right now. You have to take advantage of what you have at your field positioning and what you got. Now you're at 3rd and long. Now you have to throw. Or you can run, even if it's 4th down.
Halfway through this second quarter, 3rd and 11.
You have to get something here.
It's a big 3rd down here for the Rodriguez Mustangs if they want a chance to add some points.
Defense needs to be steady here if they want a chance.
Looks like we'll have 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Saez takes the snap, looking right, and he'll throw it deep. And it is caught down the right sideline, down to the 1. Number 14, Gideon Mayo.
What a catch.
That's an amazing catch.
And what a throw, too, by
Gideon Mayo. I mean, that's that's their tallest receiver, one of their taller receivers. And that's what I was talking about. Who's going to step up in that missing Missouri role? And we just saw right there. That's a perfect route. Great go ball. That's a great throw by Trey. That's all I wanted to see from him.
Takes a lot of confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that throw down the right sideline with the wind blowing to the left.
You know what? He reminds me of Anthony Richardson. You know how Anthony Richardson's deep ball is one of the best in the league.
Hand off to up the middle. It is minimum gain. Maybe a half yard on that one.
But Anthony Richardson's game is deep ball, very heavy, and a lot of running, obviously, very physical. But his short game is where his weaknesses are. Trey reminds me of that a little bit. That was a perfect deep ball pass, and now you cannot get stuffed here on a goal line situation. I would like a pitch to the outside right here.
Yeah.
4:37 to go here in the second quarter.
Or
It'll be a heavy formation for this Mustangs team. It'll be a handoff to the fullback, and he is in for the touchdown. Mustangs.
Handed it off to the fullback. You got to love that. If you could score in the red zone, You're going to be a hard team to beat.
Yeah, that's a good play call. I like that play call. That's a lot of strength right there.
Looks like we don't have his number listed. It looked like number 66 on the carry.
That might have been number 44.
44?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Cisco.
It is David Cisco. Excuse me. Cisco with a touchdown early on in his year, huh?
Yeah, I like the change of scenery. I like how it is. It's very heavy running football, and I think that's how I would scheme up my playbook for my quarterback because you don't have a Dylan Burke back there. No disrespect to Trey Sias. Obviously, he can throw the deep ball, but Dylan Burke cut through defenses.
And the extra point attempt is up and good.
He cut through
Looks like we do have a
defenses with
player
short-
hurt for
Ooh.
Benicia. It is number 8, Benjamin Oliveira. Trying to get in on that block attempt.
That is not good at all.
He's laying on the floor, being helped up by his teammates. Looks like he's feeling that one pretty good.
I think both of these offenses are really similar.
Yeah. No, I was just about to say that they both, their play calls are very similar to each other. They run the ball a lot, but occasionally they'll hit with the deep ball, but they don't do anything that's like too much.
Yeah.
Like they stick to the basics. They play football the way it's supposed to be played. They move the ball down the field. They don't care if they eat up 4 or 5 minutes on the clock. They're not trying to score in 2 or 3 plays. They're trying to eat up as much clock as possible. And tonight, Rodriguez they've been excellent defensively and offensively.
This is what we're used to seeing from this Mustangs team. I know it's a new regime and everything like we've been saying, Mason, but this is just the vibes they've had last year. The fans are excited.
Yeah.
They're dominating on both ends of the football right now.
I think that just being at home, obviously you have an advantage, but it's some comfort to you. Not obviously you don't want to be comfortable in the game, but knowing that you're not on enemy lines, it's just a great situation. And that's why they started off so well, because they had a lot of their home games early. And it seems like their important games were at home. So this year, they need to learn how to play on the road very well. I mean, they played on the road, obviously, and they were undefeated on the road until the playoffs. But that's really where it comes down to. They're a great home team.
Squid kick up the middle for Sias is fielded at the 25-yard line, and it is stuffed at the 32. We do have a flag out on the play. We'll see what this one is.
Wow, he just got eaten up as soon as he recovered the ball. I like the squib kick, too, because as we saw earlier, the fumble and the recovery from Rodriguez on the kick return, I like giving him something more to think about instead of just tracking it in there.
Well, it looks like Juvenette sells. They don't want him to get a touch and have that explosive play. Ryan, what would you like to see from this Panthers team here on this drive?
Well, I think for Elijah Nelson, have a better drive. And I think the offensive line, too. There were 2 things that I noticed on their last drive that went really wrong. Their O-line was not protecting Elijah Nelson at all. He didn't have nearly as much time as he had his first couple of drives. But also for Nelson, like you were saying, Mason, just get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Don't try to make something out of nothing. You don't have to do that. Just play to the clock. Try to eat up as much clock. And if it's not there, don't be afraid to throw it away.
Yeah. Ooh, I think they have a new quarterback out there. Number 7.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, number 7 is out there for
Oh, yeah. It
Benicia.
looks like Nelson is here on the sideline. Benicia doesn't have another quarterback listed on the roster. As this play is to the left side, looks to be about a gain of 4.
I do agree with the decision for now. I think you sit him for a little bit and you get in his mind that, hey, this isn't backyard football. You need to get the ball out, make your decisions quick, and we get down the field. We're not looking for the big play. I think that was a big problem last drive, was him looking for the big play. But all we need is a few yards this way and a few yards that play. Don't do too much. I think that's what we're looking for in number 7 for Benicia.
I think the statement you're looking for is playing within the scheme of this Panthers offense.
Absolutely.
Because what you don't want to do is, as the quarterback, you don't want to try to make something out of nothing and end up throwing a pick 6 or an
And this
interception.
quarterback looks bigger.
As we do have number 7 out of the shotgun for this Panthers squad. He'll take the snap, hand it off. There'll be a run up the middle for a gain of about 3 on the play. we'll have third and 3 coming up.
Yeah, I think that was a gain of 3 or 4. I like that play call. I think now I want to see the rollout. I want to see a play action boot. I think you don't want to run too much play action to where the defense knows what's happening. I would like to see a motion right here and then get your wide receiver with a running start and try and get him open inside the hash marks and get him a outside curl route to get a free first down. Or you run the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly what this Panthers offense has been doing. It was a gain of 2 on the last play, 3rd and 4.
There's a heavier
for
personnel.
this Panthers offense.
They'll
be out of the shotgun like they have been this drive.
Looks like Rodriguez up.
That's on false
We are going to get a penalty.
Oh, delay a game.
Looks like a delay a game.
Wow. The time clock.
I was about to say the Mustangs, they had their linebacker run up. They were going to send an extra guy in there. I don't know if it was going to be a complete all-out blitz, but Rodriguez's defense today has been really good.
The clock, I mean, you just have to be aware of how much time you have. You got to get to the huddle quick.
Yeah, we
now
do have 2.5 minutes to go here in the quarter.
Third and 8? Third and 8 now.
3rd and 9 for this Panthers squad. Let's see if they could pick up a first down here. The snap. We'll look down the left sideline. Over the middle, actually caught by number 6.
That was a great throw.
Now,
Clark for the Panthers team.
I want to give a shout out to number 28, Anthony Jordan. He picked up the blitz perfectly. It was an outside corner blitz, and that was a great observation by the quarterback. That's your job, to identify the blitzers. He identified him. He told him to get him on the block, and he cracked him. And he just had a perfect amount of time to get that ball out.
Yeah, Anthony Jordan's had a really good game. I've noticed him and Elijah Nelson were connecting earlier on some big plays. But one thing that I think with Benicia, if they can get their run game going a little bit more and maybe get a couple big plays, that's going to really tire this Rodriguez defense out right now that is, like, on fire.
They called a holding on Benicia, and so that play does not count, and it's on back to 3rd and 9. So hopefully you can get something again.
I was like, we're going to move it back here.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 19 coming up for this
That's
Panthers
frustrating.
Yuck.
That's frustrating.
You had a first down for you. Looks like you could build some momentum to drive and go down and maybe potentially kick a field goal.
I wish I could see who that was
now
on.
It's looking brisk right now.
I think you run it.
I think you get half of it in punt if it's not there.
Yeah. Go.
Scramble up the middle, more towards the left sideline now. Another flag on the play.
You got to get down there.
I bet that was probably holding too.
It might have. Yeah.
Yep.
Tough, man.
That's just frustrating if you're Benicia because
you
had a couple chances. I mean, that big play from number 7, wish we knew his name. Shout out number 7. But you get that called back for holding, and then you get another holding.
Yeah, we got to go to these coaches before the game and ask for a roster because I want an official roster.
Yeah.
Well, the high school football, like the high school websites or even Max Preps updated on there, guys, so we can shout out your players and get them some coverage.
Yeah, the coaches are responsible for that, so they got to give them the accurate rosters.
Come on, CJ Anderson.
Hey, he's got a Super Bowl ring.
Hey, shout out to him.
Doesn't mean he's a better man and can put his rosters on Max Preps.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out him, bro. Super Bowl champion.
I hope I get to see one for my Bears one day. One day.
Looks like Benicia's going to finally accept defeat and punt it here as Rodriguez declined the penalty to make it 4th and 19.
Oh.
High snap to clean punt. It'll be picked up at near midfield, and he'll be taken out of bounds is Darian Charles.
Damn.
And we have a flag on the play.
They threw a flag for that?
Looks like we have a little scuffle after Charles was
Don't
pushed
tell
out
me
of bounds.
they threw a flag for him getting thrown out of bounds.
No, you can't have any dumb penalties. You have to be conservative.
Well, in high school football, you can't be as aggressive
Yeah.
on that. Wouldn't you say that, Mason? You can't be as aggressive on the sideline plays?
I mean, I was on the sideline most of the time. So.
Well, just from what you're watching right now.
Yeah, I would. I mean, obviously you want to play as hard as possible, and it's hard to stay disciplined. But I mean, as a coach, you tell you guys that every week, and in practice, every personal foul you're running. Like we had a gasser every time we had a personal foul. Every personal foul we had a gasser to run. So it's rough.
Rodriguez's defense reminds me of a defense that I know and I love very much. Led by, Robert Saleh, the man, the myth, the legend.
Do you know any other defenses personally? Do you?
We're talking 49ers
No,
football.
I do know a few years ago. Okay. I'm going to say Raiders, but that's because I have family that are Raider fans.
So you're just a Bay Area guy, is what I'm hearing.
Bay Area guy, big Bay Area guy. Represent.
He does represent his teams well. You got to give him that.
Yeah.
It's like you represent Chicago.
Yeah,
Shout out
but
Chicago.
I talk about other teams too, bro.
We were talking about the Packers earlier
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Their defense doesn't look like the Niners, bro.
No, I'm talking
Okay,
about.
what about their defense looks like the Niners?
So I'm talking about how they hit hard.
Okay.
Like that's what I mean. I don't mean like schemes or anything.
Yeah.
I mean they
They're
hit.
more of an aggressive style
Yeah.
defense is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
Is we're gonna reel things back in here, make it a little bit more calm. We have 1:45 to go after that punt. Still trying to assess what happened between these two teams. Looks like we're gonna re-kick it, which is a weird choice.
Okay. Well,
I've never seen anything happen like this. Usually,
this is a lot of time. A lot of time. That's like 10 minutes.
you see something new every day on the Solano College Sports Network.
Every day. We love it here, though.
We do. Looks like Max Pasama coming back out to punt this one away. And Darian Charles will be back to return for this Mustangs team. 17-7 is our score here. Less than 2 minutes to go. It's a good punt, this one. Charles giving it a look. It'll go out of bounds on the right sideline, inside of the 40.
That's a really good punt.
Maybe directly at the 40-yard line. The official is marking it. Better punt this time around.
Definitely a better
much
punt.
a better punt.
In hindsight, maybe not having the choice to re-kick would have worked out better for the Mustangs.
It's weird. I've never seen that, like you said. So
Me neither. I almost wish. Well, I know it's not pros, but you almost wish that like we knew exactly what was going on. Like the refs, if they had mics or something.
Looks like we're gonna have the same formation Rodriguez has been running. More receivers to the wider side of the field.
Trips right.
Trey Sayas rolling out to the right, looking downfield. He's just gonna keep it tucked. Throw is short, incomplete, midfield cross body.
Did that get tipped?
Looks like
I don't know
Glenn
if that got tipped.
was the target there.
It was two
flag.
wide open guys.
You can hear this Panthers crowd saying, "Can we play, ref?" And I'm almost starting to agree
I
with
agree.
them. It's been a lot of penalties here.
It's we got 1:26 and the last 3 minutes have taken 15 minutes. So it's like, I get you got to set the tone, but let them play.
Well, it's been like 6-7 penalties in the last minute or so.
6-7. We're just gonna forget that we said that.
No, it was pure embarrassment for Mason Flores over here. That's why I did it. But he was saying some other stuff earlier that he was embarrassed about. We'll keep that off the air.
I'm Bennett House. What a tape at.
Oh, gosh. All right, we'll do it again here.
Trips, same formation.
2nd and 15 for this Mustangs team. Sayas will take the snap, looking right.
Oh, he's got all day.
Still observe. He's going deep over the middle,
Something.
and it is incomplete. Looked like the intended target was Gideon Mayo.
I almost thought that was going to be an interception.
He threw it into double coverage.
Yeah, that's a tough throw to make. He loves that deep ball.
But he does throw a beautiful deep ball. I will give him that one. Spirals tight. It's nice.
That's a tough throw, man. Again,
third and 15.
Win too.
Trey Sias has got an arm.
Minute 18 to go. Well, we did see last year when we were at Vaca High, Rodriguez Mustangs versus the Vacaville Bulldogs. Trey Sias on a trick play through an absolute bomb, like 55 yards or so. So we've seen that arm on display quite a bit.
It's just about everything else that he's got to develop.
Motion to the left. Sias takes the ball. Quarterback keeper going nowhere. And he is stopped. Whistle's blown. It looks like there is penalty coming. You knew that was going to happen after the whistle was blown.
That's just a bad penalty. I mean, they clearly blew the whistle, and you just throw it to the ground.
Yeah.
It's going to be an automatic first down for unnecessary roughness.
You can't hit the quarterback like that after the play, especially.
But Rodriguez, I do not like the play call. I like the motion, but you did not sell it at all. You didn't sell that it just looked like a QB power from the get-go. Trey did not seem to have any kind of fake to the game. It was just he was running already, so it was just I don't know.
The play got blown up immediately. Trey Sias had nowhere to go. Just inexcusable. You know, C.J. Anderson's going to be yelling at his football squad right now to be more disciplined. When you hear the whistle, let go of everyone.
Yeah. Well,
especially the quarterback.
For both sides, it's been kind of a sloppy game. I mean, some of the flags have been kind of questionable, but I think most of it's just been a lot of sloppy football.
Yeah.
Now we got a minute 9 left here to go as some of the fans on this Panthers sideline are not happy.
Not at all.
Some explicit words were being said.
We apologize for the explicit language that
if you
may or may not hear over the air.
Be disciplined!
Yeah, be disciplined is another word. Well, we agree with that.
I agree.
Be disciplined for sure.
Let's get that guy on the sideline.
Out of the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. He'll take the snap, looking left. He'll throw it short, and it is caught for another first down inside the 30-yard line, down at the 29. Clock is running.
How about that O-line, though? He had 6 seconds to throw the ball, 6 or 7 seconds to throw the ball, and he just got through every single read, and that ball wasn't even a great throw.
Glenn.
He's got to get him his stride, but
the shorter wide receiver got lost in coverage. Glenn, wide receiver junior, 5'7", 135.
40 seconds. You got to go.
Looks like this Mustangs team is running down the clock. Trey Sias taking his time, getting to the snap. It is snap. Trey's looking right, under pressure, shakes it off, throws it to the right side. It is caught by Charles. He makes one man miss down the right sideline, and he will get out of bounds. Looks like he did get enough yards to gain for the first down.
I don't think so. I think they're calling him short, 2 yards.
Short by a yard, maybe 2.
I thought he got past it, but
it looked like it.
That was incredible improvisation by Trey Sias, and
it looks
great
like
catch.
The refs did signal first down.
Yep.
I knew I was right.
Yeah, they signaled it 2 yards short for some reason, and then they called it first down. So
great job by Charles to get out of bounds there, though, making a man miss. Charles is lined up in the backfield with Sias. Sias will take the snap, looking right, throwing quick. That is Glenn out there again.
Glenn and Trey Sias' connection right now is really good.
20 seconds to go here. It'll be second down. Any specific plays you want to call right now? If you're the coach,
I like how they've been calling this drive. A lot of outside plays. I would like to see a run. If you have a timeout, I would run the ball right here. Yep. Keep them on their toes. Get some more yards. This is an awkward spot to be in. You're on the 14 with 20 seconds left. It's not like your goal line or first and goal. You still need more yards to be comfortable.
Sias will take the snap under heavy pressure immediately. He's rolling right. Does he have enough? No, he was pushed out of bounds early from the end zone. It looked like he was taking a good angle at it.
Now you only got 14 seconds left. I think you could. It's tough. I think I'll run the ball. I run the ball again or throw it quick.
Well, you do have a timeout to work with
Okay,
here.
so I'll
Could
run
throw
the
it
ball.
over the middle.
I do like a lot of the plays that they're running right now where you're rolling the quarterback to the outside because that gives you a better advantage of him. He could stop, pop, or he can throw on the run. Or, as we just saw, if there's nothing there, he can take off and he has an open hole. But I do like running the ball here. You got 14 seconds, so.
It is 3rd and 3 to
Third
go.
down.
14 seconds left here in the first half on the Solano College Sports Network. Can Trey Saez have one good play in him to potentially expand this lead some more?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to run the ball. Read option.
Saez, he'll
Oh,
take
no.
the snap, looking right, throws quick to Glenn, and he is pushed out of bounds 1 yard shy of the end zone. What a throw by Saez. What a play by Glenn.
Yep.
Trey
That's a first
Saez.
down.
Trey Saez and Glenn right now are connecting.
I think this is perfect for Trey Saez because he's getting in the groove with the short passing. And I criticized him earlier about the short passes, and now he's throwing it accurate and quick, making his decisions quick. That's exactly what we're asking for Trey.
The ball is on the 1. Rodriguez does have a timeout, and they will use it.
Benicia has to get a stop if they want to stay in this game. I mean, you just cannot afford to go down 4 scores.
This is a huge, huge chance for
Or 3
Benicia to
scores.
stay right in this game.
Do you go with David Sisko again for his 2nd touchdown of the game on the fullback dive?
You're at the 1. You got 9 seconds. Who used their timeout? Was it Rod or?
It was indeed Rodriguez. I
So
think they're
you
going
have.
over
I
strategy.
don't know if they have one. They might have one more or 0. So I think if you get a stop right here, if you're Benicia, you can get it. You got a chance.
Goal line stand right now by Benicia.
'Cause-
That'd be big.
So you can see CJ Anderson going over strategy right now.
And if you're Rod, you have the ball at half. I think they received the ball, right? Or was it Rod? No. Yeah, it was, right?
Rodriguez will get the second half kickoff.
Yeah. Because the Panthers
They've
dropped.
received and drived on the first
yeah.
drive of the game for a touchdown, have been shut out since 17 unanswered
Yeah.
by this Mustang squad. Saez with a heavy set. Cisco is in at fullback. It'll be a fake rollout left. Saez has it wide open, touchdown.
What a
What an
beautiful play.
easy play
No,
for Trey Saez right
That's
there.
an amazing play call right there. The fake the fullback dive into the rollout. Oh, that was amazing.
What a beautiful play right there.
Yeah.
You fake it to the fullback and you run outside with the quarterback.
That's perfect. Now you got 3 seconds left in the half. Wow.
I mean, what can you say? Well executed by Rodriguez. They used up all that time. 3 seconds left here. Point after try. Trey Saez.
Yeah.
Incredible condition to be able to just run out left,
Yeah.
go back and go kick a football.
You know, that reminds me of Peyton Manning.
I was going to say the same thing. It reminds me of the Peyton Manning rollout versus the Cowboys.
where he was just wide
Wide
open
open
for a
into the
touchdown.
end zone,
That might have been
untouched.
Peyton Manning's only rushing touchdown of his life.
No, he has a few more than that. Saez kick is up, and it is good. 24-7 here in the first half. The Mustangs are just taking this one over.
I just can't get over that play call. I mean, that was just such a perfect play
That was
call.
perfect, yeah.
And it was either that or a pitch to the outside for me, because if that play call is wrong, if that play is messed up, the half's over. And the game would look totally different, but perfect play call on that side. And the Panthers,
I believe the Mustangs actually did have a timeout to work with.
that's why I felt like. But the Panthers, I mean, they've looked solid on offense. It's just like they have not been able to get their breaks
well,
that
they
they've
haven't
needed.
been able to sustain drives here today.
And the drive for Rod should have ended back in their own territory where there was an unnecessary roughness call.
Indeed,
and
we
it's
do.
just you have to stop that.
We got to look back. Some key penalties leading to a
Yeah.
few touchdowns. One for either team here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think a lot of those penalties, I mean, obviously it cost Benicia, but just great play calling right there. I mean, you fake it to the fullback, you flip the quarterback to outside. It's just, I mean, that's a beautiful play.
And we'll see. The Mustangs are probably just going to squib this one to end the half. You never know, though. We'll see if the Panthers can make some magic happen.
You
Score.
definitely I feel like you need it if you're the Panthers.
Trey Saez getting ready to kick this one away. Looks like he's telling his players where to line up. Quarterback of the offense, special teams. And it is a squib kick to the right side, bobbled. And this one will end the half here on the Solano College Sports Network. The score is 24 Rodriguez, 7 Benicia. Good half of football right there, gentlemen, for the Mustangs.
Yes, it was. I mean, it started off a little shaky defensively. They've completely turned this game around.
Yeah.
The defense has been very sound, getting to the quarterback, making them think too much. And offensively, I mean, Trey Saez has just looked like a completely different quarterback out there. He's just improved as the game's going along. And I feel like that's something that he needs to they already have more points than they did last game. So if they keep building on this in the future, and you have to close this game out, if they keep building on this in the future, they can be as successful as last year.
Well, stay tuned here on the Solano College Sports Network. We got some commercials, but we also do have a halftime report coming up from Josh Mojica and Kaylee Bartlett. Stay tuned here on the Solano College Sports Network.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three! It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the Athletic Director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
Welcome back here to the Solano College Sports Network. We're going to have a new broadcast crew in for this half. We got Heath Moritz, Dennis Riley on color commentary, and then we're going to have my friend, Giants insider Ryan Irwin on play-by-play.
How you guys doing tonight? Good, brother. How are we doing? It was an excellent first half against the Rodriguez Mustangs versus Benicia Panthers. Looks like Rodriguez Mustangs are up by 24-7.
Yeah. It was a good first half. I mean, Rod came out pretty good. The run game was going crazy, and then they were able to recover that muffed kick on the kickoff return, was able to get the ball on turnover on downs. they've just been playing really good defense so far, and I'm just expecting them to keep doing that in the first half and just keep pressing.
Yeah, one of the things that I was noticing too, the first half was Rodriguez's defense they were solid the whole first half, but really towards the end of the first half is when they came alive. They got a lot of big stops, and that opened up their offense. And I feel like, that trick play where they faked it off to the fullback, and then Trey Sayas came around to the outside to the left to score. That was one of the bigger plays and one of the more beautiful plays that they ran. And I think if you're Benicia, they're going to have to do a lot right. A lot of bad penalties, specifically on that last drive. But for what you guys saw, what do you guys think that Benicia is going to have to do to come back and win this game potentially?
Let's see. I think that their quarterback, Nelson, he really needs to get that ball out faster, because even I think what I was hearing Mason mention earlier before was he's just not getting that ball out, and he's been sacked I think 3 times now, just holding onto the ball, not really doing much.
Yeah,
I think they just need to go back to the run. Go back to the run a lot.
Yeah, get the ball out quick, get it up the field, get fast plays so they don't have to hold on to the ball too long, so the defense doesn't get the upper hand and around the O-line to get to the quarterback.
So the second half is just starting. 24-7, Rodriguez leads. We got the home crowd. Benicia's crowd has been very loud behind us the entire first half, but it
seems like the Benicia student section behind us is bigger than the Rodriguez student section. Usually the Rodriguez student section is popping off, throwing stuff in the air. They have some confetti cannons that they pop off during touchdowns, but I haven't seen very much of that lately.
No. Rodriguez, and they're going to receive to start the second half, and obviously that last touchdown right before the half, that was so important.
Reporting in for Benicia Panthers is during the first half, lots of frustrations on the sideline for Benicia Panthers as they head on to the halftime.
We tried to get a report on there, but seems not exactly sure what was going on there.
Seems like we're having some technical difficulties.
I was told that we were going to do it later, but you know what? It's fine. 24-7. Obviously, Rodriguez has been dominant on both sides of the ball. Coming out here now on 1st and 10 after a great return. And now, for Rodriguez, you're just looking to just take over this game completely.
Yeah, the Rodriguez Mustangs feel like they're gonna put a pass rush.
Trey Cyrus, here's a throw downfield, and it's gonna be intercepted.
That is not what you want for the Rodriguez Mustangs coming out of this half, but it's exactly what you want for the Benicia Panthers coming out of this half.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looks like Trey Sayas didn't get enough arm on that ball and left it short, able for Benicia to get the interception.
Yeah, that's not what you want from Rod. They came out guns blazing, I guess, and
they had the energy.
More or less just need to keep the control of that ball there, but
they just need to calm down, stay focused on the ball, try and hold the offense as best they can, and try and get the ball back as quick as possible.
So Benicia now, after, that's exactly what you want if you're Benicia. That can spark a whole lot of confidence through a team that has really not played well the whole game. It's coming around now, breaking a couple of tackles and falling short.
Number 5.
Number 5.
It's not listed on Max
It is
Preps.
Not listed on Max Preps. We were kind of.
We were trying to kind of using Elijah Nelson as the number 5 for this game because he was a starter at the beginning of the game, and on Max Preps we have him as the starter quarterback. Like Robert was talking about before, update the scores.
Handing it off to the running back, and he's going to be dropped, and here comes another flag. Not surprising, this entire game has been full of flags.
Yeah, it seems like every other play there's a penalty on the field.
Surprisingly, I think there's been like 3 face mask calls already in this entire game, which is a little different.
A lot of holding, a lot of delay of games, just a lot of mental mistake penalties, like penalties that could have really been avoided.
Yeah, I just got to stay focused in the game, understand when the play clock is going to run down, and make sure you get it out before.
So second and now for Benicia. After getting that interception to open up the second half.
Looks like it was a personal foul on Rodriguez.
Love to see that for the Benicia Panthers.
So just, kind of like we were saying, especially in the first half, a lot of just mental mistakes, unsportsmanlike conduct, tackling after the whistle's blown. And, I mean, that stuff, Benicia really has done it more tonight, but Rodriguez has done it too. So 1st and 10. Number 5, trying to break away. And he's going to get away. And another flag is thrown. Still trying to get away. He's not throwing the ball away. He's got 28 wide open. And he's going to run down the sideline. And he's going to score a touchdown.
There is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. There is a flag
on the play. We will wait to see what that flag is.
I have an idea on what it is, and it's going to suck if it is holding, because that play was crazy.
Like I said, that is just another crazy thing. That boy did not want to get rid of that ball, and he kept moving and moving like this.
And I think
like it is a high school game, like it's a college game,
He was holding that ball for dear life. He was not letting go. He was not letting the defense get him on the ground for this play. He was holding on, running for dear life, and he saw number 28 open on the left side. He took that opportunity, and number 28 ran up the side of the field, scoring a touchdown possibly, unless the penalty gets overturned.
And it looks like they did call it back, unfortunately. That is frustrating if you're Benicia. And that was Anthony Jordan, the running back, number 28, that received that pass.
What's he going to call?
I believe Elijah Nelson is back at quarterback. He did come out for a few plays in the first half. I think a lot of it was just because he was making a lot of mental mistakes. He wasn't throwing the ball away, as we saw here on this possession. He's not afraid to make things happen. And unfortunately, when a big play like that happens, there's bound to be holding, bound to be penalties. And unfortunately, in that situation, it cost Benicia a touchdown.
Like you were saying before, Elijah Nelson was taken out a couple plays. What I have a feeling he had to just go to the sideline, recuperate for a little bit, get the feeling of the game, try to calm down a little bit, and he came back out, and as you can tell, he is making big plays.
So, by the way, we do apologize that we couldn't get in this halftime reports, as we had technical issues and the problems are currently being resolved.
Seems like they just went like 30 yards back for like 2 different penalties.
Trying to find out if it was just one penalty or if it was multiple. Multiple flags were thrown on the play.
I saw the holding, and I think it was a taunting penalty for the somersault in the end zone that they got.
That was probably my guess too. I was thinking that because they threw the flag as soon as he somersaulted right into the end zone.
So 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line.
I don't think it's
Elijah Mitchell. He's going to get it. He's going to throw it up. Number 2, he's got a block, and he's going to come up, and he's still going.
Finally gets taken down. Just at the...
I believe that was Thomas Sells.
I see yet another flag on the field over there, too. Wait, nope, never mind. I do not see one.
Nah, I think that's the
It's just red. It's just the yellow lining.
Yeah, the yellow lining from the soccer fields.
The referees are getting together, though, so wondering.
There might be a little penalty on the play.
It looks like they're signaling that there is a
penalty against Rodriguez.
Yep.
Automatic first down.
Not quite sure what that penalty was, but looks like an automatic first down for the Benicia Panthers.
And that's huge if you're Benicia. You're eating up a lot of clock and you're moving the ball down the field. So.
And the ball is on the Mustang side, so it gives them a little bit of boost to try and get it all the way to the end zone.
Thomas Sells in the backfield for Benicia. He's going to hand it off to Thomas Sells, who is going to... He's still fighting for yardage.
They thought they got him on that
And
first
he's finally
tackle.
brought down.
Some big runs on the Benicia side these plays. Really getting some good run yards. But they could try and do some short passes to get it up the field a little bit more so they can get out of the block.
Elijah Nelson. He's going to flip it to number 28. Number 28 is going to make a spin move, and now he's hammered. And he's still fighting. Whistles are finally being blown.
Number 28, that was Anthony Jordan who made that play there.
Elijah Nelson and Anthony Jordan connect for a nice gain.
I think that's all they really need to do this whole game. Maybe just throw a couple checkdowns, just get all those yak yardage, you know?
Absolutely.
Keep moving that ball up the field.
Put more pressure on the Mustangs defense and get the ball up on the field. It gives the offense more openings to get it up.
Anthony Jordan lining up next to Elijah Nelson. Nelson is looking. He's going to break open again on the run. He's still looking for something, and he's going to find absolutely nothing, and he is sacked.
Looks like he is sacked about 5 yards back.
And yet and again, another time where he does not want to throw that ball away and just try and play.
The Mustangs had good coverage on the Benicia guys there, not letting the quarterback get any openings in the play.
So it's 2nd and 15. Elijah Nelson gets the ball. He's still looking. He's looking. He finally gets rid of it. And that might have been the first time all night that Elijah Nelson has thrown the ball away.
If he just does that more instead of getting sacked by the defense, they would have more of a chance of getting it up on the field rather than in the past. As you can see, they're down 24-7. So if they had more of the throwaway balls, I feel like they could have had a higher score by now.
So 3rd and 15 on the 26-yard line. Benicia in a position where they can try and score and get back into this game.
So far, a pretty big run by Benicia Panthers here.
Nelson. He's going to throw it, and almost intercepted by Rodriguez.
That was a great stop. I mean, he was sitting right there. Probably should have caught it, but, you know, in the end, it's going to be 4th and 15 and really puts them back, you know, do you go for it with 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Still got a whole nother one to play, but you're down 3 scores. So
see what Benicia wants to do here.
Looks like they're going for it.
That's kind of surprising. I feel like they should go for the extra point just to get the points on the board, because they're 4th and 15. If they get a turnover right now, the Mustangs will get the ball. Looks like
delay a game, I think.
Delay a game, yep.
That you do not want to see that for the Benicia Panthers if they're going to go for it still. Looks like they are.
Elijah Nelson lines up in the backfield. He's going to get this. 4 and 19. He's going to break away, and he's still running. He's staying in bounds, and now he's pushed out of bounds, and I think he may have picked up the first down.
Yes, he did. That is great for the Benicia Panthers. That gives you a great look at a touchdown for this drive. They had some really good drives on this play. On this run, the big plays to the Anthony Jordan getting the ball up the field was crucial for this run.
Seems like all they really need to rely on is just that rushing game and just using Nelson's legs instead of having him just try and throw the ball.
Do some more trick plays.
Elijah Nelson's going to look to pass, and it's caught, and he's going to be brought down. So a nice completion there by Nelson.
Looks like Max Pasama made that catch there.
I think that's what they really need to do. Just keep using him, just throwing short passes, getting it out, and getting more yards after the catch, or just using his legs, read options, running out of the pocket. Either way.
They just need to get the ball up the field, hopefully score a touchdown. That would be really crucial for this game. Hope they'll get a little bit higher up on the scoring.
Elijah Nelson looking for a touchdown pass, and now he's got to get away. And he's going to throw it into the end zone, and it's tipped, an incomplete pass.
Jackson was the one who was able to get up high enough and get the ball away from the Benicia Panthers.
That was almost intercepted.
Almost even caught, too.
Yeah. Thrown into double coverage there.
Seemed like all the receivers were in that side of the field.
Third down and 6 to go for this run. They just need to get the ball in the. They might have Nelson do a little run play again, get it up closer to the end zone, or even in the end zone on this one.
Elijah Nelson throwing into the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown.
I think he's saying it's incomplete. It hit the ground.
They're saying it's incomplete. Wow.
Wow. You do not want to see that.
That did not look like that was incomplete right out the gate, but
you do not want to see that for the Benicia Panthers. They had a really good attempt at touchdown on that, but it looks like they're 4th and 6. Not able to cut it.
That was a great play call. It's exactly what you want. Just a quick little pass that'll get you the touchdown, but
seems like the offense is staying out on the field, potentially getting to the touchdown.
This would be a huge stop for the Mustangs here.
It'd be great for the Benicia Panthers if they can get a touchdown here.
Nelson looking for the end zone, and now he's gonna be sacked.
Oh my goodness! What a tackle that was.
You love to see
laid
that.
Him out. Holy, whoa. Well,
you love to see that.
Mustangs ball now.
You'd love to see that on the 4th down for the Mustangs. They get a nice push against them, so they don't have to be on the 6-yard line for their first down. They get a little bit more up, and I believe they're around the 25-yard line for this drive.
This offensive line is not helping Nelson out, and he is definitely hurt, winded, or something, because he's in definitely some kind of pain on that sideline.
My apologies, they're on the 20-yard line.
Rodriguez will get it on the 20-yard line now. Trey Sayas will try for the QB option. He gets nothing.
Gets stopped as soon as he gets into there. He tried to get a breakthrough, but it was stopped by the defense's power.
I think this is exactly the game plan that Rodriguez needs to have for the rest of the game. Just run the ball, get that clock to keep running out, possibly even get down the field and score too.
If they score, that will just increase their lead by a lot, and probably not let the Benicia Panthers get back at all unless they have some crazy plays on their drives.
So 2nd and 9 on the 21-yard line. Trey Sayas will get the ball. He's going to roll to his right. Now he's going to step into one. Number 14 jumping up, and it's incomplete. Threw it into double coverage. They really tried to make something happen there. Trey Sayas rolled to his right and got off a really good throw, but Benicia with great defense. So it will be now 3rd and 9 on the 21-yard line for Rodriguez.
Benicia is doing good, holding them right where they stopped them in their run. Hopefully they can stop them, push them to the 4th down, force a punt so they can get the ball back as soon as possible and get up down the field and make a touchdown.
Trey Sayas looking to try to get the 1st down. And he is going to be sacked. Defense got to him in a hurry, and there was nothing that he could do there. 4th down.
Been saying it all day, exactly what you want to see the Benicia Panthers. Sack forces them into punt position.
That's a great 1-2-3 stop from the Panthers there. You know, just turned it over on 4th down, and now they're getting the ball right back. So hopefully they just have enough time to get the ball in the end zone.
They've been doing great by running it up the field. They need to do the same thing like they did on the last run. Put it right in the end zone, and pressure the defense and look for gaps in the opening, and maybe Elijah Nelson will do some trick plays and look for the pockets.
So Rodriguez will punt. Number 14 will receive it, and he is going to run down the sideline. He's going to spin move, and he's tackled out of bounds. What a return for Benicia there on the punt.
Tackled about the 30-yard line there. That was excellent drive on that.
Evan Healy.
He's got some legs on him. That spin move was really good. They were trying to push him out of bounds right there, but he was saying, no, not today. He got around them and got a couple more extra yards on that rush.
So Benicia once again in very good field position right now, with a chance to score and get back into this game. 3:32 left in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I think what Benicia needs to do here is just keep doing the same thing with those quick passes, but I think they just need to establish that run more. I mean, the first game of the season that Rod had, they lost to Escalon 35-14 and gave up 320 passing yards and I think less than 70 yards passing that entire game. The O-line's not really helping Nelson out this entire time. He's probably gotten the sack 6, maybe even 7 times now, who knows. There's just too much pressure, and hopefully maybe run blocking would even make it a little better, but I guess we'll see.
Mustang's defense is doing great pressure on the Panthers O-line, making the pockets opening for the defense to get in there and get the quarterback.
Nelson looking to pass. He's on the run again. And he's going to throw on the run. And it is caught for a Benicia touchdown. Unbelievable.
Number 4, Kareem Washington made that touchdown. That was amazing. He went outside on the right side, away from all the defense, and got around them and got pretty nicely open in the end zone.
Kareem Washington on the touchdown reception. I mean, what a throw by Nelson, running to his right, on the run again, and he makes the impossible happen. What a touchdown. So Benicia is lined up for the extra point here. And it is up.
And it is good.
And it is good. So 24-14 now. And just like that, if you're Benicia, you feel like you're back in it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that was an amazing throw by Nelson there. I mean, I think that's exactly what you need to do with him. You know, he's very good with his legs. I feel like you need to just roll out to the right more, give it a little more motion that he's able to make and create his own plays, catching Washington right in the back of the end zone. I mean, I was pretty much into double coverage there, and he just slammed it up there and just put it right in the pocket.
Is perfect what you want to see. Benicia is now back on the board, 14-24 Mustangs. They need to keep on this rush, hopefully push against the Mustangs offense on this one, hopefully get an interception or possibly a forced punt like they did on the last rush.
Charles back to receive for Rodriguez, as Benicia will kick this one off.
Well, that's the second time that ball's fell down. It's been a very cold and windy night here at Rodriguez High School.
Nothing unexpected, though. It's always this cold here.
Always this cold, always this windy. I would know.
It is very cold here.
Yeah, I'm currently in all bundled up in like 3 different jackets right now.
And the ball fell down as it was kicked, and it's gonna roll into the end zone.
Just a gust of wind that just came through here.
The ball fell off the tee right before Benicia kicked it off.
That gave it more of the flat angle other than the up, so it made it bounce along the field more.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 20. Rodriguez. Trey Sayers will obviously look to try to lead his team and score another touchdown here. You got to feel like Benicia's slowly getting back into it. They're going to fake it. It's a QB sneak. Trey Sayers is going to gain some yardage on that play. Not enough for a first down, though.
Looks like he gained about 5 yards on that. They've been doing a lot of QB sneaks this game, both Benicia Panthers and the Mustangs, but it's been working out for both sides. I feel like if they keep up with that and throw a little short passes in, they can get it up the field pretty easily and score another touchdown and cause the Benicia Panthers to need to try harder if they want to come back in this game.
Charles lined up in the backfield along with Trey Sayers. Trey Sayers is going to flip it to Charles. Darian Charles gets enough for the first down.
That was a great little play there. Just a little pitch to the right to Charles. Speedy utility man, seemingly. Just got to stick to that run game. Keep winding that clock.
Keep running the clock down. Try not to get out of bounds too much because that will stop the clock. Keep running the field, get more yards on the play.
Darian Charles once again lined up. Trey Sayers now will throw, and it's just, was almost intercepted by Benicia. Not sure, I could not see where the receiver was at on that play. I'm assuming there was some sort of confusion.
Yeah, I don't even think I even saw the receiver. I think
I believe Elijah Nelson was trying to get number 14, but I believe the ball slipped out of his hands because number 14 was way more far back than where he threw it to.
That could have been a disaster.
So 2nd and 10 now. Trey Sias is going to get the ball. He's going to hand it off to number 14, or 24, make that 24. And he's going to pick up a few yards on that play.
Yeah, just a little inside handoff there. Not much. D tackles were in there really quickly. I mean, they're going to need a play on this one. I've been really impressed by what Trey Sias has done today with his passing ability. Seems like he's done a lot more than he has last year, only really throwing for about 440 yards and rushing for 500, so he's getting better.
Trey Sias will now flip it to Jordan Woods. Jordan Woods coming across, fighting for some yardage.
Doesn't look like it's enough, though. Good run, though. 4th down here. They might go for the punt here.
Was it 4th and 4? 4th and 5?
Scoreboard reads 4th and 8, but I don't think
believe
that's correct.
Yeah, it's 4th and 4 on that run.
Looks like they are
trying to see if they're going to go for it. And now it looks like they're calling a timeout. So
I think this is a good timeout by Coach Gaosta, you know, it being his first year as a head coach. I know he was an assistant coach at Wood, and I even know him from being a JV basketball coach here at Rodriguez back from 2018 through 2020. And, you know, I think he's, you know, trying to use that experience and just really trying to, you know, try new things for the first season as the Rodriguez High School varsity head coach. And I think, you know, might as well be risky and just go for it, you know? You never know.
The coach is doing really good with I feel like keeping the players calm when they're getting a little bit too heated, pulling them out when he thinks they're getting too tired. I feel like he's really good at connecting with the players on the field, gives them a better relationship on and off the field so they can get a better team bonding.
So 4th and 4 here. Trey Sias and Rodriguez will come out to try to pick up the first down. This is risky because you're not even really midfield.
They're on their own side still, but I still like this call.
They're going to run to the left. Trey Sias is going to look to throw down the field. He's got a man wide open, and it's incomplete. He had him. He had the catch, but Benicia's great defense knocked that out.
Yeah, it looked like number, what was that, 21. I think he was wide open, and then maybe
like
I guess he was just
11.
trying to, I guess he was just anticipating that hit from the safety too much because it looked like he was wide open. And yeah, Andre Williams is the name. He got smacked in the back by safety Joshua Brooks. He just came out of nowhere and just smacked that ball out of his hands. And
Joshua Brooks with the excellent hit.
Looks like there's an injury on the play, on the field. Can't tell who it is. Seems like his leg got hurt on that. Doesn't look too good. He looks like he's quite a bit of pain. Looks like it's number 8 on Benicia. Benjamin Oliveira is hurt.
And that's never what you want to see, you know, not just high school football, but any sports. Injuries in football come in bunches, though.
Especially on the first game of their season, you do not want to see that.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe just looks like it was a cramp of some sort. Looks like he's...
Looks like on the left calf is what's hurting him.
Getting a great shot from our camera crew up there. Up on his feet, and he'll be all right.
Benjamin Oliver was the injured player on the field, but it looks like he's up and well now.
Seems like he's just going to take a second, get a little breather. Hopefully he'll come back in the game because he's doing really well on Benicia's defense.
Benicia now, after the incredible hit by Joshua Brooks, the cornerback, 6'1", 180 pounds. Elijah Nelson is going to throw, and it's incomplete. Had a couple plays that these receivers should have held on to the ball, but some great defense by both football teams.
That was a little hard to hold on to the ball. He got picked up in the air and tried to make that play, and when he hit the ground, the ball just came loose.
Looks like that was Jamani Elliott, the DB. I mean, that's back-to-back plays where, you know, should have been caught.
Elijah Nelson is going to throw it, and that's incomplete as well. So
seems like Elijah Nelson is just throwing a little bit too hard. We've seen that in a couple plays now. He should just bring it back and throw a little softer so he can get it in the hands of his wide receivers.
I mean, I think they really just need to get back to just using that run game or using him to motion out again. I mean, use his legs. Seems like a very mobile quarterback this entire game, and he's been running for first downs. Even on that last drive, he completed a 4th and 20 just running down the sideline. So 3rd down here, let's see what they cook up.
Sells will line up with Elijah Nelson. Elijah Nelson looks like a screen pass, and see if...
Looks like he was down once he caught the ball, and, you know, just like college, you cannot get up.
Unfortunately. So it's 4th and 10 now.
Going for it once again.
They are going for it.
They've been going for it a lot this game. I mean, they need to. They need to get that score back on the board and have a chance in getting this game back in their hands.
Elijah Nelson. He'll throw it, and it's nowhere near the intended receiver. 2 players are down right now. Number 18 for Benicia. And
it looks like there was a big collision between the 2 players. Trying to figure out who the players are at the moment.
Not exactly sure who the player on Rodriguez is.
Looks like number 18 and number...
Max Basama.
Yeah.
Looks like they're both up now, and they should be fine.
They might have just got a little winded from that hit.
Yeah, it looks like both the Benicia receivers were like kind of running. Oh. Someone else hurt over there, too.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even notice that.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Well, I have no idea what's going on over there, but yeah, it looks like the 2 Benicia receivers, maybe one was running like a little like corner out, and maybe the other one was trying to go like up the field, and they kind of just collided with each other, and that ball was just sailed way out of bounds, and it wasn't even close to anybody. So turnover on downs, Rodriguez ball.
So Rodriguez with another great opportunity to move the ball down the field and score another touchdown. They're going to hand it off.
Oh, good hit.
And what a great hit by Benicia. Picked up only a few yards. I think maybe a yard.
Yeah, I think they really need to hand it off to him more. Jordan Woods, he is coming off of a 50-yard game last game, and it seemed like all of last year what I was seeing was that he only had like 60 yards on like 10 carries all of last season. Seems like he's definitely going to be their go-to back. And yeah.
Looks like at the end of the 3rd quarter right now, 24-14, Mustangs are currently leading. So far, it's a great game between the Mustangs and the Panthers. A lot of rush down the field, a lot of stops, a lot of turnovers. But do have to mention that There are a lot of penalties on this game, a lot more than I'm usually seeing.
Well, yeah, and I mean, what Rodriguez has been able to do in this game, which I've noticed since from the very beginning, their defense has really controlled this entire football game, and now they're starting to open up with their offense. In the second half, there was a couple of miscues, a couple of bad plays, seemed like confusion on the offense, but Benicia, they got that touchdown. But since then, they've had some really good defensive plays. They've put themselves in scoring position, but they just haven't been able to come through.
The Mustangs have just been holding them off. Super good defense with the Mustangs. They need to continue with this, and hopefully the offense can rush it down the field on this.
So they're going to hand it off to the running back here. Pick up a few yards on that play.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they need to do for the rest of this quarter. They're up by 10, 2 scores. Looks like it's about 3rd and 1 or 2.
3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Jordan Woods was the running back on that play.
I'm either running the same play or I'm running a little option with Sias and maybe have him carry that ball. Just like what happened on that score at the very end of the half with Sias. You know, some crazy little, thought he's going to give it to the tailback and then pulls a little Peyton Manning, gives a little tuck it back, and just ran right into the end zone.
So Trey Sias is going to get it, and he's going to go with the option. He's going to bounce to the outside, and that should be enough for the first down.
Looks like it is. That is perfect. What you want to see on that 4th down play. Gives them a nice opportunity at this 1st down and 10 and get it more further up on the field. Hopefully get a touchdown so they can pressure the Panthers in order for them to not win this game.
Oh, both quarterbacks are obviously very mobile, and Trey Sias and Elijah Nelson have both had very good games running the ball and throwing the ball. Obviously, some mistakes from both quarterbacks, but I really like the athleticism from both of them.
Yeah, I think they both need the legs well.
Trey Sias is going to hand it off to the running back. He looked like he had a hole for a minute, but then he's going to get stuffed. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Second and 6.
The scoreboard has
following the scoreboard, and
has a little delay on it. Doing to our best ability as we can.
Here on the Solano College Sports Network. So 2nd and 6. Trey Sias is going to hand it off to the running back again, and he's got a huge hole. And
ball might have come out. Looks like it didn't. He held on to it.
There's 19 on that play. Darian Charles had a huge hole.
You saw that opening and he took it. He was not letting that chance slide by him.
And picked up a few yards on that play, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and short. I'm either just handing it off to the running back again, or I am letting Sias just take that ball again.
Trey Sias, he's going to hand it off to Darian Charles again, and he's got the first down and more. He is going, and he's going to cut back, and Rodriguez is going to score a touchdown. Darian Charles got a huge hole, and now there's a flag.
Probably a, taunting as always, but it looks like that touchdown will count.
And
wow, that was some crazy blocking and block shedding from Mr. Charles there. A couple little cutbacks, and he was gone.
The flag, I'm assuming, is going to be, I don't know if I'm using the right terminology here, but I would assume taunting or celebrating after the touchdown.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, yeah. I'm assuming.
Which is kind of ridiculous, but
It's a touchdown. You're going to celebrate after a touchdown.
It's a high school football game. Let them, just let them celebrate.
Just a little bit, not too much though. But
I don't know what they're doing.
Let them do like a little dance here and there.
So, Darian Charles, though, I mean, that entire play, they got a huge hole on the handoff and a couple broken tackles. We like to call it yak, yards after catch or yards after carry, as the field goal is up and good. So it's 31-14. Rodriguez has just completely taken over this game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just some really great scheming going on that Rodriguez Mustang offensive line with the blocks and being able to get Charles to that outside and just bumping out and just really just taking, using his own skills and just paying the bills.
They're doing great. The Mustangs are doing a great job of running up the field, seeing the openings in the defense and taking those openings. And Elijah Nelson is, not Elijah Nelson, my bad. It was Trey Saez, and he was throwing the ball really well to all of his wide receivers.
Trey Saez has been really good tonight. Darian Charles has really come alive in the second half. They've used a few different running backs. Darian Charles, I'm assuming, is one of his positions is a running back. It's not on Max Preps. They don't have a position for him for some reason. I'm going to say he's a running back. He's been playing running back tonight, and he's been doing an awesome job.
Yeah, he's just one of those utility guys.
Quick on his feet and can break away from the block.
The kickoff, number 2 for Benicia. He can't corral the ball, and now he finally picks it up, and he's got a hole.
Oh, he's running.
And wow, number 2.
To go all the way to the 45-yard line.
That was Thomas Sells, the running back for Benicia. It looked like he was going to get stuffed. He couldn't corral the football, but he turned something into nothing.
He saw opening in that.
Something.
He saw an opening in the huddle, and then took that. He went straight through, was able to get through everybody, but got stopped at about the 45-yard line.
And it looks like Benicia has a new quarterback in number 7. I don't believe we have that on our chart here, but
he came in for a few plays back in the first half, and we could not find out what his name is. So
we were basically just calling him number 7.
We have been calling him number 7 since then. So Elijah Nelson is not in the game again.
I'm assuming that means he's hurt of some sort.
Or he's maybe tired because he's been playing for this entire half. Maybe give him a little breather so they can come back at the end of the fourth quarter and possibly get a good final rush in.
The referee is barking with Benicia's sideline. I'm assuming the head coach is who he's talking to. Number 7 is going to wing it down the sideline, and it's
almost intercepted again.
A little bit too high. They've been doing this, the quarterbacks this game. They've been just throwing a little bit too high, getting a little bit too tall for their receivers. Just bring it down a little bit and get it straight to them instead of needing for them to try and reach for the ball more. Give them an easy catch so they can run up the field.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 on the 45-yard line. 9:07 left in this game. 31-14 Mustangs. Number 7. Running back lined up next to him. Number 7. He's going to get away. A flag is immediately thrown, and he is stuffed and sacked. We'll try to see what that flag was. I'm assuming holding.
Yeah, that one flag came in like 15 yards away. Someone just chucked that thing in there. I was like, whoa.
Almost immediately.
They saw that, they threw the flag, and it looks like it is a holding against the Mustangs.
Wow, they moved up a lot on that.
10 or 15 yards, it looked like.
On that flag, so.
Probably a personal foul.
Roughing the passer, maybe.
Something like that.
That's well, my guess, because they were all huddled around Nelson there.
Just feels like you can't even tackle the quarterback anymore. You know? NFL, college, high school now
given
seemingly.
too much control for the quarterbacks and not letting them.
Sells lined up next to number 7. Now he's going to move to his right. He's going to motion to his right. He's going to throw it to the sideline, number 3, and it's incomplete. Not exactly sure if that was thrown behind him or way over his head.
It was thrown behind him. I don't think number 3, Reese Paramo, was able to get a good look at that ball and was unaware that he threw it to him.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looked behind him, but I think 7 was really just trying to throw it back shoulder because it looked like the Rodriguez defender was more or less just on like that side of him. So he's trying to throw it back shoulder, maybe threw it a little too far out, but either way, it's an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 here to go. Benicia ball here on Mustang side of the field.
From what it looks like, the way they're using 7 is more of the gunslinger. It looks like they're using him to like just throw that ball.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen him run or even them run with him in the game. So
I feel like he's more of the passer quarterback of the team. Elijah Nelson is the runner and handoff quarterback. He still can throw the ball pretty far, but I feel like this number 7 has a greater arm and it can hit the targets more. Because I have noticed over the past couple throws he's done, he has gone a little bit lower than Elijah Nelson in his passes.
So number 7 will go back to pass. He's going to roll to his right, throw on the run, and it's incomplete. Just a bad pass by number 7.
Just got a little bit too out in front of number 6 there. De'Aaron Clark.
He had De'Aaron Clark wide open on the run, but just threw it way wide to his right.
I'm looking on the sideline here, and it looks like Nelson's right there on the end of the sideline, right next to his coach, and it looks fine to me, but I guess they're just deciding to go with him. Number 7 to end this game, it looks like.
Still got 8 minutes left in this game. They could get a lot of turnovers and somehow make a comeback here, but it looks like the Mustangs are taking the lead here.
3rd and 10, number 7 back to pass. He's going to throw it, and he gets hit right as he threw it, and he overthrew the receiver. Coming across the middle there, and it's going to be 4th and 10.
Number 99, the big man, Drew Ballard, 6', 280, getting in there to apply that pressure to number 7 to basically make him throw a really bad ball.
Great defense again by Rodriguez.
Fourth and 10, going for it.
They're in motion number 2 to the left. And he's looking for him, and he's going to hit him on the screen pass, and he immediately is going to be corralled and brought down. So a loss of gain. Rodriguez all over that screen play.
And it looks like, and that is going to be a turnover. It's going to be Mustang's ball on about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Mustangs have been really, really impressive this game to me. I mean, they've really just been
holding this
well.
offense back. They've been pressuring them, making sure they can't get very much up the field. At the beginning of the second half, there was a little oopsies here and there of the defense letting there be some gaps so Nelson or anybody he can pass it to can get open. But they've definitely brought it back and pressured the offense more, not letting them get past.
Trey Sias in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to number 24, who got a few yards on that before being taken down.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty much the point to just run the ball, run that clock out, go home with a W and enjoy their weekend.
Get out of the cold. It is very cold and very windy here at Rodriguez High School.
I'm still bundled up and I'm still pretty cold here. I don't understand how, but I've come here all for. I was a graduate from Rodriguez.
He's gonna hand it off now, and he's got a huge hole, number 24, and he's gonna fall. Jordan Woods, and he's gonna be frustrated with that. He had a huge crease out on the right, out on the right.
Looks like his foot just like slipped out from underneath him as he was trying to take a step, and that brought him down to the ground.
They do pick up the first down, though, on that huge run by Jordan Woods. It's going to be first and 10 on the 41-yard line now.
Their offense, Mustang's offense has been really good this game as well. They've been seeing the openings and getting it up the field as quick as possible.
Sias, and they're going to hand it off again. Jordan Woods, this time he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss of gain.
Great tackle by Sells there. Seems like these Benicia coaches have not been happy with their defensive performance as of this entire game, pretty much. They have not really been stopping the run too often, and they've been giving up some big pass plays as well. Just need to take this game and really just put it into film and just learn from it and keep moving on with their season.
Sias is going to hand it off to Darian Charles, who picks up a few yards there. It's a big hole.
I believe it's 3rd and 4 to go.
This is going to be a huge win for Rodriguez, obviously. And
especially the last time that they played the Panthers, they beat them as well. So they can put this in their books and say, we beat them 2 times now, 2 times in a row.
Benicia's coaches are not very happy tonight. They're going to flip it off to Darian Charles. Darian Charles, he picks up the first down, and he's going to get hit out of bounds.
Yeah, just another great run to the outside for Charles there. Still really great blocking and really just setting that edge, and Charles is able to get around to get to that edge to give him another first down and just keep running this clock.
Not only are they running the clock down, but they're also picking up first downs left and right. This Benicia defense seems very tired.
They've been getting pushed back a lot and been needing to do some really big plays.
Sias is going to hand it off to Jordan Woods. Jordan Woods is going to pick up some yardage there before he's brought down.
Looks like he picked up about 3 yards on that rush. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 on the 25-yard line for Rodriguez, as they'll head to the line of scrimmage. Sias is going to hand it off to Jordan Woods again, and he's got a crease, and he's going to pick up.
Looks like there's a flag on the play as well on there.
Flag on the play.
False start. Looks like false start on Rodriguez. Going to push them back 5 yards.
So how have we been enjoying this game tonight? so far tonight.
This game has been pretty good. I will say it is looking similar to how they last played, with Rodriguez taking the lead and not letting them have much of a chance to come back and then stopping them there. But other than that, it's been a pretty good game.
Trey Sias is going to step back to throw, and he's going to throw an incomplete pass over the head.
How about you, Dennis?
Nice trickle in.
How are you liking this game today?
You know, I had low expectations, and it's actually gone better than what I thought it would have. You know, two basically first-year head coaches for high school, Coach G, or Coach Gaosta, should I say, of Rodriguez, you know, picking up his first win as the varsity head coach, and Mr. Anderson on the Benicia side, you know, just, you know, it's a good feeler game. I think they put up a pretty good fight.
They definitely did.
Sir Glenn, or make that Jordan Woods.
Big gain on that one.
Yeah, this Benicia team really has not been able to stop this run game that the Mustangs have been putting on them. Yeah, I mean, they really just need to figure out a few things. I think that their offense was actually really good tonight. Nelson was pretty good. I would say just use him more a little bit, more on rollouts, or just instead of trying to just throw down the field too much, more or less just throw off really nice, easy passes and let your receivers and playmakers do the work.
Rodriguez in a position where they can score yet again. And this would, as they hand it off to the running back, as he fights for more yardage. Does not get the first down, however.
Unfortunately not. Looks like it is going to be Benicia ball on the 9-yard line.
Going back to what you were saying about Elijah Nelson, I definitely think, you know, what we've noticed tonight, Benicia definitely, Elijah Nelson is the starting quarterback. There's no doubt about that. But it does seem like they like to use two different quarterbacks in a game. And both are, we haven't seen number 7 run a lot tonight. We've seen him more, he's more of the thrower. Nelson is more of the runner. But I do think there's things that Nelson needs to work on. I think he's a very talented quarterback, though.
If he does do the pass on Nelson does the pass, I feel like he should just learn, bring the ball down a little bit, because he's hitting the ball way over the targets.
Well, Elijah Nelson does get it, looking to throw, and he's going to cut through the hole, and he's got room. And he's going to run, and he's going to spin off a tackle. He's still going.
Made it all the way to the 30-yard line. That was a big 21-yard rush on that one.
What a play. Again, Elijah Nelson, what he's been doing all night, just
been running the ball up the field, getting that ball in position and getting yards on the play and better chance of scoring the ball.
Yeah, Nelson's O-line for Benicia has not been giving him any time. It seems like that Rodriguez defensive line pass rush is really just getting through the offensive line like almost instantly, and he has no time, and he pretty much just has to scramble until something hopefully good happens for him.
Rodriguez's man coverage is really good this game.
Running back for Benicia lined up in the backfield. Elijah Nelson is going to be a throw, and incomplete. Intended for number 6, Gary Clark.
Two minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this game. Coming down to the final wire here. Not really. The Mustangs are leading 31-14 here. Seems like a pretty easy victory for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that last play, you know, exactly what I've been thinking that they should do. You know, number 6, Jairon Clark was pretty much open on that little go route, just a little inside, and just a missed throw by Nelson there. So, what were we gonna say, Ryan? I think I cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, what a night it's been for Rodriguez, and this is a win that they needed. And I mean, it's great to win in front of the home crowd.
Absolutely.
So Elijah Nelson, he bounces off a tackle, and now he's got room. There's a flag thrown. It's a deep ball to number 6, and incomplete.
Almost had
I don't
a
think it
hold of
would have
that.
mattered, though. There was a flag thrown on the play, so it probably would have been called back anyway.
I don't think so. I believe the penalty on the play was roughing the passer.
It might have been roughing the passer, actually.
Because I saw one of the Rodriguez's defense came rushing towards the quarterback and like pushed or like tugged on him a little bit, and refs, and as soon as they saw that, the refs threw the flag.
You know, on plays like that, you always assume it's going to either be holding or it's going to be roughing the passer.
Especially when it comes to the quarterback. Yeah. Like Dennis was saying earlier, the quarterbacks have been getting like everything given to them with holds and roughing the passing.
I believe it said ineligible man downfield, so.
Oh. So the flag ends up not being either of those things. It ends up being a legal receiver or legal man down the field.
We stand corrected.
So, you know what? There's been a lot of flags tonight.
Yes. Too many to count.
Yeah.
My guess would be around like 20.
3rd and 10. Elijah Nelson looking to throw. And incomplete. And that hit number 3 right in the hands. Reese Peromo.
He is going to be quite frustrated about that. Looks like it is 4th and 10 on their drive here. And I believe they are going to be punting it back to the Rodriguez Mustangs.
See what they decide to do here. I'm assuming punt, but
looks like they're punting just to probably just get this game over with.
And if you're Rodriguez, you just want to run the ball and run this game, run the clock out, and go home with the W.
Minute 48 left in this game.
Benicia will punt it off. And they're going to let it bounce. And
it's going to be picked up at about the 30 to 40 yard line. Can't quite tell from where I'm standing here. That was a pretty nice punt, though. The kicks this game have been a little iffy because of the wind. It's been making the ball go a little bit flatter and not as high, but this one was nice.
Looks like we got the backup quarterback in here now, number 14, Gideon Mayo. To just end this game off here. Probably just hand the ball off a few times and just let this clock run out.
There's a few first downs here and this game's going to be over. So,
and that was a mistake by our part. It is Jalen Fayed who's going to be the quarterback for the Mustangs.
And they are going to hand it off to their running back, Darian Charles. He's got a huge hole, and he's going to smash his way through for a first down. And Darian Charles looks hurt. He's grabbing the back of his leg right now as he's hobbling off the field. That is not a good sign if you're Rodriguez. He has been so good in this game.
Looks like he is holding onto his ankle calf area on his right leg.
So the clock is winding down. Huge first down again by Rodriguez.
They just need to hold it at this point, run the clock down, and they got the secured victory right here.
Motioning a running back on the backfield. He's going to They are.
He's going to
just
take a
gonna
kneel. They're just running the clock down, getting the game to get over. I mean, they have the dub here. It's 31-14 Mustangs. Great game tonight. Beautiful offense of the Mustangs, getting it up the field and stopping the Panthers from getting it up the field on their side, but also good on the Panthers for this, getting it, finding the openings, especially Nelson finding the openings in the defense and getting it out and up the field so they can get easy points in the touchdown.
Yeah, this is really just a great game for the Mustangs here, you know, winning in front of their home crowd and on their blackout night. What more can you ask for?
So this game is over as
Mustangs
you hear the
have
horn,
won.
and that means that this game is over. Rodriguez gets a huge W tonight, 31-14. Guys, your thoughts on the game?
We've been talking about it all game. They've been doing beautiful. The Mustangs offense and defense, excellent. And also same with the Benicia Panthers. Not too much on the defense side, but on the offense side, especially Nelson finding the pockets, getting it up the field, and also finding the people that are open and getting it up the field that way as well.
And then Dennis, your thoughts?
I thought it was a really good game. First game that we were calling, you know, this season, and it was a very more dominant performance by the Rodriguez Mustangs here tonight, and they really established that run game late in that second half. Really, Trey Sias was a force for pretty much the entire game, using his legs and throwing the ball there. I mean, I think there was like 3 or 4 different fourth down conversions that the Mustangs stopped the Panthers in the second half from even trying to even have a chance to even come back. And then for the Panthers, it was a pretty close game in that first, like it was pretty good in that first half, and then, you know, kind of slowed down that second half, got that touchdown in the back of the end zone, and then really didn't have much to offer after that. So just time to get back in the lab.
Just a beautiful game overall.
And so, well, that'll do it here tonight. The Mustangs defeat the Panthers 31-14. Thank you for joining us for this Friday night showdown. I'm Ryan Irwin. Alongside me is Dennis Riley and Heath Moritz. It's been a pleasure bringing you the action here on the Solano College Sports Network. Until next time, take care and have a great night, everybody.